Started it. My bad. I didn't even check if you had to do something.
That's all right.
Cool.
I'll just hold it, even though I need to urinate.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
No, I caught some of today's episode.
What, the panel? What part?
The leadership part when you was talking about LeBron.
Oh yeah, and you said I was right and wrong.
You was like right and wrong at the same time, because it's like the statement you said where a lot of the leadership, for example, Magic Johnson, right?
Magic Johnson.
Because somebody brought up Magic. Magic and Steph, for instance.
Magic and Steph.
Like in terms of like the leadership and everything, like they're actually very more similar than a lot of people say. Easygoing guy. A lot of people just like being around. I don't think either one of them is looking to cause or wreak havoc, right? It's just somebody that's very cool and calm, collected, and people could just be around. You feel me? And they like to, galvanize around that guy. But we always hear Magic Johnson always get called like he's just a supremely better leader. And that's mainly because of the wins and the Showtime Lakers and things like that, right? While Stephen Curry, I mean, this is just what people do. KD going there is a slight to his leadership. You feel me?
Yeah, I mean, I would argue Magic wreaked more havoc than Steph. I mean, requesting trades if coaches don't get fired, and I mean, Steph's never done that. So, I mean,
who's a better leader for you?
I'd rather play on a team with Steph, but I don't get the idea of just the best player on the team being the leader of the team is always weird to me.
Well, the reason for that, and I was actually thinking about this as well. So what happened? You actually alluded to this. It's like natural. Whoever's the best naturally is like, if the best player says something, you're going to be like, okay, I'm going to listen to that best player. Rather than if somebody that's like a bench player tries to tell you to do something, you're going to be like, shut the hell up. You're not even better than me. You feel me? So like, I think naturally when we're all in that scenario, it's always whoever's the best player a part of that scenario is always going to have more pull. Naturally. Now, if they use that pool or not is something completely different.
That just sounds like an American sports thing. I'm not gonna lie.
Me,
but I'm a bad teammate. Me, I'm not about to listen to someone worse than me tell me what I need to be doing.
I promise you're not the only person that thinks that.
But generally speaking, most teams I've been on, the best player wasn't even close to the leader. Not even close. Like the leaders, like the people who would lead and like be the most communicative, I think is how you say it, or the ones who would tell everyone where to be on the pitch, weren't the best player. And I'll be honest, when I was actually serious, I listened to them, all the time.
No, but my point is,
the best player, they weren't leading, they were just
So my whole point is, my whole point isn't the fact that the best player is automatically gonna be that leader. My whole point is the reason why people think about things like that, because naturally what will happen is, especially in a sports environment, is more times than not, you're going to be more likely to listen to somebody that's of that echelon. You feel me? People are more likely
to listen to you, Donis.
Yeah, because he's a vet.
So not the best player.
Yeah, but if you're a vet, if you're an older guy and a vet, you get that older tag and that label, so they naturally listen to you. But I'm saying the reason why, and not my whole thing is, I'm not even saying like this is a rule. I'm saying the reason why people assume why the best player is always the leader, because naturally that's just what a lot of people do. Whenever the best player set, like if Stephen Curry wanted to sit here and be the main leader of the crew, he has free reins to do that completely. But he just doesn't do that. KD as well. Bunch of people.
But I think Steph actually is a leader. Like
that's just fine.
KD, best player, by his own admission and by my eye test, not a leader. I don't think people. The only people who expect that of KD are the fans. I don't think his teammates are like, oh well, KD's not leading. I don't like.
That's true. That's
Like, it's the
1,000%
fans,
true.
and I'm like, bro, not every time does the best player have to be the leader. And I'm perfectly fine with saying, well, the Suns' leader might not be KD. He's still their best player, but their leader might be someone else. Sometimes the coach is just a leader. And sometimes there is a player who's the second coming of the coach, which is kind of like what Udonis Haslem was. So, like, I understand. And there's also teams don't just have one leader. So, like, Steph and Draymond can both be leaders in Golden State.
Magic
Iguodala was a leader in Golden State.
Kareem.
Yeah, so, like, it's not just one leader. I don't know why every team just has one guy who's a leader. Like, do I think Jason Tatum is necessarily the leader of the Boston Celtics? Probably not. But do I think he has to be? Probably not. Like, I just don't get why people just be like, oh, best player, he's the leader. Like, it's weird to me.
It's weird. And I agree with you. I don't think that's a correct way of doing it. But I mean, things are changing, and we're the generation that's kind of next up. So talking about these things and understanding it, I think a lot more people are becoming more knowledgeable of the fact that it's not always like that. For example, like Dwayne Wade when he won in 06. Dwayne Wade was not the leader at all. He was nowhere close to being the leader at all. You had Gary Payton, you had Shaq, you had Pat Riley. Those were really the three heads right there. And I think there's one more that I'm forgetting.
One could argue Zoe Morning.
Lonzo Mourning was on the crew too.
One could make an outside argument for Jason Williams. Now I wouldn't, but one could
not Jason.
One can make an outside argument for Jason Williams.
Jason was just a mellow head. Like, he was just a mellow, cool dude.
Some people gravitate towards that. Some people
true, but I don't think Jason Williams was like a leader. I think he was.
I don't think he was. I'm just saying one can make that.
Now, could he have been more of a leader and people would have respected it? Cool. Yes, I do agree with that. But I don't think he was really using it like that. I think he was just. I mean, we've talked to Jason Williams, and his character just tells me a guy that's just chilling. I'm not even going to hold you. So I think Shaq, GP, Pat Riley, Lonzo, all older guys, complimenting D Wade. Like, D Wade was not the leader of that crew. I think and he did not have to be the best. You feel me? In terms of the LeBron James discussion that you was talking about, my whole thing is, and my whole point that I disagree with, where, like, if you look for LeBron James and his flaws in leadership, you're going to find it. And that, like I said, it's like you're right in a sense, but at the same time, like, it's pretty obvious, and it's pretty obvious what LeBron is doing and how he's treating his teammates. So it's not something that's just like people are hyper focused on to try to figure this out. I really do believe, like, he's not even. I don't think he's even trying to hide it, bro. He's just over here. It's just completely obvious how he's treating his teammates. And I go back to 2019, and I use that as an example because that was a point in time where nobody was really hyper focused on LeBron James' leadership like that and leadership intangibles. But he was so obvious with his lack of care on defense, his body language towards teammates when he makes mistakes, and just the whole attitude that he had towards the team, right? Nobody was really looking at that to penalize him as a leader. It was just blatantly obvious how bad of a leader he was being. And that was the part where I just kind of disagreed with right there.
Yeah, maybe it came across wrong. I don't think my point was you'll only see displays of bad leadership if you look in depth and have to examine. My point was you're going to see more if you're actively looking for it. Now, he's obviously had displays of bad leadership. What was it? Was it 2018 when he blatantly
in the beginning
said the team just isn't good, we're top heavy, or whatever he said? That's cleared like bad leadership. Or there's been other instances that I probably can't think of off the top of my head. Or 2018 game 1 where he just blatantly quit in overtime. Or, like, I'm not saying like they don't exist. My point is, if you scrutinize him more than you scrutinize everyone else, you're gonna find more that you wouldn't find looking at other guys. Like, the more people seem to be, now the Warriors are losing. Now people are seeing Steph Curry's emotions all over the place. You're seeing Steph Curry on the bench be angry. You're seeing him hit chairs. You're seeing him rip his jersey. I mean, yeah, if you start focusing on him more, you're gonna find more things. That's all it was. But LeBron has still obviously showed bad leadership just blatantly without anyone having to search for it. So that's why I said I don't have an opinion on him as a leader. I said I wouldn't want to play for him. Personally, I wouldn't want to be on a team with him. But
I was talking to Jalen in the chat, and he actually said something very good. I think people need to understand something as well. And this is looking at Duke Baylock's chat right here. LeBron is still a good leader. Like, nobody's questioning that. But
No,
even
some, but
but
okay.
even great leaders have moments when they're not good. Like they have
Yeah,
moments
there's
where
no
they're
such thing as a
dropping the ball.
perfect leader. No one's perfect.
Exactly. Kobe has that. MJ has that. Magic. Everybody in history, like you're gonna have moments where, you're not really displaying the best leadership role, right? Should we really hyper focus on it like to LeBron James when we don't really do that with anybody else? I don't think that's fair. And even though I disagree with some of the ways that he handled things, like in early 2018, you talked about game 1, 2019, and even this year, and how he was handling Russell Westbrook. I don't like what he was doing with that. But at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and be like, he's not a great leader. I think he's still a really good leader.
Some people will call him a 3 out of 10.
But when and you brought this up, and to be fair, when Kobe's quitting a whole game, he did that not once, not twice. He did like 3 or 4 times. Like that's a display of terrible leadership. But he's still a great leader. But that is they all have their own types of flaws. And even punching your own teammate with Michael Jordan, that's insane too. Not gonna hold you. That's wild. So everybody has moments of displaying bad leadership. I don't see why LeBron's is just so hyper focused, especially like in my head, Mars. I'm not gonna lie, like his son had a heart attack in the offseason, bro. Like you don't think that's messing with his mental as well, and that he's kind of on edge, especially this year after something like that is going on. You feel me? Like that's like that. I'm sorry, that affects you, bro. So the fact that LeBron's kind of acting out like this, I could disagree with it, but at the same time, I'm not gonna really get on him like that because that man did go through something very traumatic this season. And I know if my son had anything like that, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna be okay for a little bit. Like that's still like I'm gonna be a little bit more irritable. I'm gonna be a little bit more on edge. I'm gonna be a little bit more angrier because, like, bro, that's wild to deal with. You feel me? So that's my whole thing. I don't think we have to sit here and cook LeBron so much because of this. You feel me? He's been going through some things.
Bill Russell, a perfect leader, though.
Hey man, it's
Yeah,
been
Bill
a
Russell's the
while
perfect
since I
leader.
come.
Nobody talks about
No
Bill
way
Russell.
that's
Thing
no
is,
way that's Killer
the
6
stuff that y'all
No
are
way
talking
that's Killer.
about, it happened in 2052. This talking point come exactly when people were saying that LeBron was throwing David Blatt under the bus. They were saying that they were doing team only meeting.
Shout out to you, Killer. We were just talking
Wait,
about you.
don't I know this dude? Didn't he say
Killer
the
6 that's a legend right there.
Hey man, it's been a while.
Exactly.
Facts.
Shout out to Killer 6 man.
That's the guy right there.
Nah, but can I ask y'all something? What was y'all talking about before y'all got on the stream? Y'all was in the middle of a conversation about leadership or something like that.
Yeah.
Like I remember Dub was like some people don't take advice or leadership from guys who are quote unquote role players or bums,
That's not what I
right?
said. No,
No, that's what I'm saying. No, I'm Dub. I'm letting you know when you got on the live, that was in the middle of your statement. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. No, I
That's what
was
I'm asking
saying
for
how.
clarification.
So what Mars was like? Mars said like people just automatically assume like the best player, is the leader. And I said a lot of people do believe that because like in a natural environment, a lot of times what people do is, the person who is the best player on that court or on that team, like they more than likely have more pool than everybody else, and they could use that pool as much as they want, right? So that's why I was explaining. That's why a lot of people do wrongfully assume that, because naturally, when you are in that environment, the people who are the best generally have way more leeway to say something than everyone else.
Yeah, all right, yeah, that's nice. That's
I do
nice.
think it's an American thing, like Mars said, because yes, you
This man
have more
said, "I'm just a
credibility.
bad teammate." My bad, you're
That's funny.
crazy.
Well, no, I was. I'm in denial. I was for sure about team. Like, for
No,
sure.
like the thing is, I've seen a lot. Like for example, in football, Cristiano Ronaldo only wears the captain's armband in the national team. He's played
Mhm.
for like 3 great teams, and he was not the captain of any of those teams. And he never even looked like someone who was not wearing the captain's armband, but is the actual captain. No, like, and even like Messi, even when he wore it, he was not really vocal about anything. He was not the de facto leader. So I think in other sports, and like I've seen that in handball also because I follow. So like the credibility part, yes, you have like you can speak and people would listen, especially the younger players. If you're a great player, they look at your level more than they look at your mind. But when when you have players your age, I think leadership isn't like external quality in terms of how it relates to talent or skill. In every like place I've watched sports other than American sports. So I think this idea that the best player has to be the leader, or one of the two or three best players has to be the leader, I think it is an exclusively American thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I
America.
think there are multiple
I don't think
teams
it's an
which
American
have
thing.
several leader. Like Heat have Jimmy Butler as his leader, and Udonis Haslam has equally as much voice in the locker room.
Hmm.
It's not an American thing. It's just a hierarchy thing. Like, and no matter what organization or business, it's the people that has the most value typically has the biggest say. So in sports, typically the guys that has the most value are the best players. So it's not so much an American thing, just a hierarchy thing. And in general, one of my favorite shows they have this saying, um, runs downhill. And that simply means the most expendable gets the most to blame, or they gets the most the most expendable gets the most to blame, or it means the guys who's the most valuable gets the most to blame. That's all that means. Not an
Yeah,
American thing.
I would say like if
Heavy the head that wear the crown.
Yeah,
America. And America.
it's not an American thing.
Some people
Morris, cut that out.
don't even care for being the leader, though. To be honest,
W Canada. And also, I want to say this too: if you're the best player on your team, by default, because you're great, you're leading by example, just by default.
hmm
I don't know about that, but I mean, yeah.
Mars, how you not leading by example? You're the best player on the team.
Kevin Durant
Because,
exists, my brother.
because I know there's a lot. I know
Damn.
that, once again from experience, I've been on teams where the best player is definitely not the example you want to be following.
Yeah.
In terms of no, I'm saying for example, right?
I've been on teams where I've been the best player. You don't want to follow my example. Like I'm just
No,
saying, like I'm not leading.
that's
by
not what he's
example.
saying. That's not what he said. That's not what he
that's
said.
not what I'm saying.
That's not what
I'm
he
saying
means.
right. To be
I'm
the
not
best
leading
player,
by example.
typically, no, I'm saying to be the best player for the most part. Obviously the exceptions. For the most part, you gotta have a good work ethic.
No,
You gotta
Mark. No, A30, you
I'm
got
saying,
it.
like,
He's displaying terrible
Mars.
No, A30. Mars is displaying terrible leadership by not putting that work in. I know people that were like that as well. They weren't leaders to me. They were
Yeah.
terrible leaders.
Yeah, but they were still the best players.
Yes, you're the best
It's
player.
like it's more of a leverage
That's
than
my
an
point.
But A30's
Being
point
the
is
best player doesn't mean you're leading by
A30's
example.
point is the best player. Part of their responsibilities is leading by example. Like that's just naturally that happens.
I thought
And-
he said the best player naturally leads by example.
that is what he said. That's what he said.
Yeah, by
Not that,
default, that's
not
what I
that
said.
that's their responsibility. He's saying if you're the best player, you're leading by example because you're.
Well, yeah. So yeah, Mars.
Nah,
Watch this. You're leading by example, and you're leading very badly by not taking it serious.
Nah, but
No,
I think people knew this is not how we meant to be.
Like
Nah, I genuinely
And
think
that's
there is
fine.
so much
That's
historical
fine.
precedence.
But
Like
Mars, there's people in there that see you as the best, and they're looking at you like, all right, what tone is this guy kind of setting? And when you're setting that tone, you're doing a very bad job of being the leader.
I don't think they were that dumb.
Or bare minimum Mars. Like if you're the new person, no matter what job, sports team, whatever, you go across the best person at that field, you're naturally curious what makes this person the best. Now, obviously, that don't mean like they're doing being by the book per se, but you're still curious naturally what makes this guy better, what makes this guy so valuable to this thing that we're doing.
I use an example, Mars. I'll use this in a work scenario, right? Because like I was always naturally like one of the best workers we've always had, right? For some reason, I don't know why, every time people wouldn't just naturally come to me because I was just very good at what I do. Oh, how did you get this done? How did you do this? So like in a sense, right there, I'm just like I'm leading by example because you have a bunch of people watching me and saying, oh, this is one of the best worker and how he's doing what he's doing. Okay, cool. How is he doing this so I could kind of replicate that? You feel me?
Yeah,
Like that's just me.
when,
it just happens naturally when you're the best.
That's when the
That's
best worker
kind of
is the
unfair
hardest
thing to
worker.
put
What if he's
anyone
not a
on
hard
though.
worker?
Like one person should not like. If I am good, doesn't mean that anyone can be like that, and you have to follow that. Like that is on inherent nature of that logic that you are putting unfair expectation on someone to be that figure.
Well, nobody's saying you have to follow it, but we're saying that's something that they definitely do look at. Like, I'm sorry.
That's, that's if you work hard, though. Some people are just the best. They don't work hard.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
That's kind of what I'm getting at. Yeah.
And that's fine. So what'll happen is when they do see that and they're the best and they don't be working hard, they're like, okay, this guy just naturally has it. He's
that's
really
talent.
That's talent. Like, he's not really a leader to me. Like this is probably not a guy that I should be taking advice from, but he's not lead. So he's doing a very bad job of being a leader. His talent is there, but he's still not fulfilling that leadership quality because
this is like 2003 Laker with Shaq and Kobe right there.
But
this sounds exactly like that.
Let me finish. Ace 30's point isn't like if it's right or wrong, but Ace 30's point is naturally when you're the best, they're gonna look at things like that, and they're gonna, and that's just naturally what happens. That's all that he's saying right here.
That's all I'm saying.
I know, but this is like one more thing. The thing is, there is also a difference between hard work and leading by example and actually being a vocal leader. Because, like for example, I think Kobe in the Shaq era,
I agree.
We knew he was a hard worker. He was the hardest worker in the room, but he was also a terrible leader at that time. At least in my opinion, he drove both Shaq and Phil Jackson away. That's not good leadership. So, just because you're leading by example as the best doesn't mean you're a good leader, even if you lead by example as the best.
Thing is though that being an unintentional asshole can be an admirable quality to some people. Like Michael is praised to being an asshole. Kobe Bryant is praised because he was an intentional asshole. Like some people are praised for being dick, and that's the society we live in. And it can work. Like maybe Kobe being mean to Pau Gasol, that's the reason he ball out in the Game 7 of 2010 final. Who knows?
I think Kobe was actually a better leader.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. I think that's the only accent YouTube can't catch you cursing. That's the only accent you can't like YouTube can't catch it. But like, do your thing, bro.
No, that was just funny. Like just saying being a bad person is good.
But Mars is right though. Like it's not like your flaws as a leadership don't get shown while your team is winning. It's just the act of your team winning overshadows those flaws. And so,
you'll be a good leader if you win, regardless.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like,
if you're sabotaging your team will not win, though.
Hold on, Mars. I push back on that. I push back on that.
Who won like a bad leader as they were
Chicago
winning?
Bulls won 6 championships with the biggest douchebag person leading them. Like 6 of them.
Was he the leader? Was he the leader?
Yes, yes, he was the leader, and there is record for that. You can hear the old like 2007 interview of Steve Kerr where he and Ron Harper too. They deliberately said that Mike was asshole, and he set the tone for us, and we follow for him. Essentially, we have to survive him. Like we have to adapt his cutthroat nature to be our best version. They have said that on record multiple times.
I mean, the thing is, this is the difference between setting the tone in like how hard you work in the gym and being the leader. I think these are two different things.
PC International, baby. You feel me?
Yeah, PC International.
I'm taking credit for this. I don't know what to tell you. I'm taking.
No,
1,000%. Go ahead. Do you think?
Yeah, that's crazy. I just got that now. That's crazy.
But yeah,
That's insane.
I just think being the best player. I mean, I don't think maybe people do look at you as like talk like for leadership, and then they see, okay, yeah, this guy's maybe not the best example. So maybe that does happen. I don't know. But I know if I was on a team,
there are a lot of players like that. Carmelo, Will Chamberlain, many players are like that who are absurdly talented but are like dog shit leaders.
Yeah, Melo wasn't.
Well,
This
rumor
was
has it
good.
that Carmelo was a good leader.
Wait, well, I'm saying
No.
Melo was a bad leader.
Melo was.
Yeah.
Melo to me wasn't really. I don't think he was like a. I think he was like somewhere in between. I don't think he was really like a leader like that. But
Like
I don't think he was like a
Chauncey
bad
Billups,
teammate.
the leader.
Honestly,
like
honestly,
thing
I
is,
never heard. I never heard a bad thing about Melo as a teammate or as a leader. Me personally.
Other than the chance of saying he was happy if he scored 30 and lost, but was upset.
Yeah,
Yeah,
part,
we
yeah,
talked about
yeah.
that before.
Other than that, but yeah,
And
most
there
of
was
what I've heard about
always
Melo was
that
good, especially
dynamic.
in
Like, yeah, forget
So
that Jeremy.
I think
Jeremy-
Melo was a good teammate. I think he was a really good teammate. But in terms of like a leader, when I hear even him by his own admission being like, "Oh yeah, I seen LeBron, D Wade, and Kobe going crazy in the gym, getting early," I'm just sitting there like, "But I'm not doing that." I'm like, I'm looking at your leadership kind of differently. I'm not gonna lie.
No,
You feel
I'm
me?
with Melo on that. Let's be
No, that's
honest.
work ethic. That's not leadership.
That's part of it, A Sturdy.
Work ethic is
but
part
like,
of leadership, brother.
What's the
You just
difference?
said that.
What's the difference between getting up at 4:30 and doing a workout, and then just waking up at
You
10 a.m.?
set the tone. You be the
Hold on,
hardest
no,
worker.
there's a huge difference.
There's
There's a huge
Does
difference.
the work count for double if you work earlier? Like, no.
See, this is why you're a bad leader, Mars. This is exactly why, because it's stuff like this. This is exactly why you're a bad leader. Because it's
Mark
what
is the Tracy McGrady of player choice. Sorry.
I'm a speak and wake up when I want and still work out.
Mars, he
Like,
just
you're
cooked
not
the
gonna
hell
tell me
out of
it's
you,
different
bro.
because you worked out early when the sun hasn't risen. All of a sudden, your work counts for double. No.
Like you
No,
can
Mars,
sleep
Mars.
in noon
And
after
still put
working
work
if you
in.
are that tired.
I just
Nah,
like
there's a difference, Mars. I'm not okay.
Carmelo was still working out. He just didn't
Nobody's
do it
saying-
at 4 a.m.
And like just to cook your point even more, in early 2000s, he was known for partying too much and known for drinking a lot of alcohol in his earlier years.
You know about to criticize
Cook
me
him.
because I'm not working out at 4 a.m. I'm sorry.
You ain't hear the point in the 6'9". He cooking you, Mars.
No, but my point is,
Do you get better by working out early?
generally speaking. My point is more just generally speaking. Just because he didn't wake up at 4 a.m. to work out doesn't mean he wasn't
Like
working out.
it's not
That's
just
what I'm
that.
saying.
That's
Like, you don't
great.
want to tell me I have to be in the gym at 5 a.m. for my gym workout to really be valid. No, if I'm in the gym at 2 p.m.,
That's insane.
I'm working out.
Mars, you're not understanding, bro. This is why you're a bad leader. This is exactly why.
Tracy McGrady,
I'm not going
man.
to work out with them at 4 a.m. I'm going to just get my work
It's about setting the tone for everyone. If Kobe wasn't doing that,
at 2 p.m.
no, if Kobe wasn't doing that, Mars, guess what? He's not setting that tone for those other guys to follow.
But if he set the tone for them to work out at 2 p.m., they still would have followed.
It's not the
He just
same,
wanna be extra.
Mars. It's not the
Kobe's
same,
just trying to
Mars.
be extra. Oh, look at the dedication.
No, it's not the same.
Kobe himself said he regrets not sleeping enough. Like, what are we talking about?
I'm sorry.
That's
Just
fine,
because you
but
think you're
if you
cool because you only need to sleep
Mars,
3
Mars,
hours.
you're being nasty.
Help me.
Mars, you're being nasty. You're being very nasty right here, sir.
No.
Hey, yo,
Because
title
part
of this YouTube video was Evolution of
So, Mars.
NBA, by the way.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that. But Mars,
Go work
Mars,
out whenever you want to
we may-
work out.
you know what? I'm gonna tell them to change the title to the leaders of the NBA. I'm not gonna lie, because I want to talk about this instead. Mars, you're missing the point. When you have this is the point.
Mhm.
That leadership comes in you putting in that extra time to work and hone in your craft. That means a lot in the locker room because you're seeing a guy willing to even put the extra time in to be great. And that's great leadership qualities because it can inspire other people around you to be like that. For example, Rocky Balboa in the movies and everything, right? Fake as hell. It inspires so many people because you're seeing the amount of work and dedication that he's putting in those movies to be great. So a guy and Kobe Bryant being that leader, inspiring the guys around him to want to be great as well, that's a part of leadership. You don't get that same level of impact when you do it at 2 p.m. because that's your general regular practice. You're putting in overtime in the hours that you shouldn't be putting in.
Okay, so I can't just put an extra time after practice?
Bro,
Mark,
I'm sorry. Let's just say, I'm just going to go
Troll
with how my
Mars is
schedule-
unleashed right now.
with the way my schedule was, with the way my most recent schedule when I still played somewhat, we would 12 p.m. we would train, right? We'll be done at 2. You're not about to tell me to come in at 9 for extra work when I could just do the extra work after practice.
Why
Kobe
do I
was
need to
doing
wake
that
up
too.
earlier to do
Kobe
it?
was doing that too.
But yeah,
I don't
so
need to wake
Mars,
up
this
earlier
is
if I
the
can just get
point.
the extra work in after and still get my sleep.
You're such a
The
bad
point-
leader, bro.
Like, I'm sorry, you're not
That's
about to
all
wake me
I'm
up
hearing.
to get in the work earlier when I could just do it after.
The
Go ahead,
point
real talk.
isn't.
But what
The
if the
point
disc
isn't.
doesn't want to be a leader?
Like, why
Hold
does it
on,
need
man.
to be before?
The-
Why does it
hold on,
need to be
hold on.
before?
The point is that it's not even the oh, you're just getting in a extra workout. The point of it is that you're starting your day earlier, which means okay, the documentary we saw on that Redeem team, they said that when we woke up, Kobe had already got his first workout in. So what Kobe was doing, like waking up earlier, is maximizing your time. It's not that you can't do. No, I'm saying it's not that he's not also working out after practice. You're waking up earlier and you're up earlier so you can get more workouts in throughout the day.
And he was asleep earlier too.
But
Like,
he got
the
more work.
The
No,
24
he got more
hours is
work
the
in
same no
throughout
matter
the
when you
day.
sleep and when you wake up. If Kobe sleeps at 10 p.m.
No.
and wakes up at 3 a.m., hypothetically, don't even need to put names on it. If someone wakes up at 10, if someone goes to sleep at 10 p.m. and wakes up at 3 a.m. and starts working out at 4 and then does team practice at 10 and then works out again at 2
But
and then goes back
says he
home
was going
and then
to
sleeps
sleep at
again
10?
at 10,
Yeah,
what's
who
the
does?
difference between me
You-
going to
Mars, they were talking about.
Can I finish? What's the difference from
This
doing
guy's
that
disgusting.
and then me going sleep at 2 a.m., waking up at 10, doing team practice at 12, then working out 2 extra times after practice, and then sleeping again at 2? I'm still doing the same amount of work. I'm just waking up later.
But
That's
if
my
you
point.
no, but
I
who
don't
said
need to wake up early to put in the more
Who
work.
says he's going to
you
bed at
don't know
10?
when
Mars?
he's going to? First off, you
I
saying
said
that he goes to sleep at 10. So okay,
That's
so
what-
again,
no,
I'm going back.
about
I'm
me.
going back to. I'm going back to
No,
the documentary.
Mars,
I'm going.
Mars,
Hold on, Dub. Hold
go
on,
ahead,
Dub.
go
I'm
ahead,
going
go
back
ahead.
to the documentary. They said that they had got a work. Mind you, these athletes are working out like multiple times throughout the day.
Yeah.
They said that Kobe had participated with them at that late night workout. So again, they're coming off already doing a workout. So Kobe waking up and getting another workout in by the time that they've woken up, just woke up going to get breakfast, that means he is putting in more work. So that also means he hasn't slept as much as them. So he's woken up earlier. He's gotten an extra workout in before their day has even started. So that's why it is considered extra work. He's doing what they're doing already. He's working out multiple times throughout the day. And then they realize, oh shit, we're working out multiple times throughout the day, and we wake up and this dude has already worked out one time before we've even woken up again. So it is extra work. He's spending more time on his craft.
And to add on, and March, to add on,
point-
and wait, let me add on to that, because you're talking about like hypothetically, but in this scenario with Kobe Bryant, he built that type of consistency and that habit mainly because he's an NBA player. At 10 p.m., he's playing basketball games, or he's flying to go to a no. But Mars, like Kobe Bryant built this habit probably because of the 82 game season that he has to play and how he has to fly, right? So now, which is actually more of a testament to him, because I wholeheartily believe that even in the off season, because naturally he just built this habit that he's not really going to bed at 10 p.m. because his body's probably used to putting in work at that time because he's playing games or doing whatever, right? So in the off season, I can hear your argument a bit, but at the same time with Kobe Bryant, the reason he's getting up at those times is also in part to the games and late night games that he has to play as well to be great. And my whole thing is on Real Talk's point as well, he's working out those same times that those other guys are working out as well and putting in the extra time even after practice. He's getting that other extra workout in. Have you seen that video where Kobe was like, I think Kobe was talking about it like, yeah, you work out at 4 a.m, go 2 hours.
Yeah, and then he said by the time it's 3 p.m., you've already got 3 workouts in, basically.
Exactly. And then throughout a whole entire year, I put that much more time than you to perfect my craft. You feel me?
Okay, cool. First things first. My point was just speaking generally, less about Kobe versus Carmelo. It was just more speaking generally about how the timing works. Second of all, Kobe's trainer, Tim Grover, has already said Kobe was doing too much. There's such a thing as working out.
Oh, I agree.
So this is not
He
good.
have to
in
do
my
that
opinion,
too
first of all,
much.
if we're talking about Kobe, it's not good leadership to put people through too much. Sometimes you just need rest and recovery.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. Fuck that
Kobe
shit.
was
I'm not-
allergic
we
to rest and
disagree.
recovery.
I'm
He
sorry.
just
I'm
wanna
a-
work
Thing
out.
is, like,
26
Kobe
hours.
have to
Language,
do
yo.
that. Like,
I'm a wrestler.
Can I finish?
I'm sorry, Mars. I just disagree. I'm a wrestler, bro. I'm sorry. I just don't agree with that.
That's fine. That's fine. So first of all,
There's never too much.
okay, I disagree with that. But that's fine.
Sorry.
Work till
Pause.
nothing but vice remained.
Never
Go
mind.
ahead, Mars. Go ahead. No, Mars. You got the
Okay.
floor. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So Kobe
Like
already.
thing is, like
Hold on,
Kobe
hold on,
Bryant by
hold on, six-
NBA player standard was a skinny kid that come in 1996.
Hey man, Bill
What
Russell great.
happened?
He's got 11 rings. I don't care about
Oh, Mars, look.
Go ahead, Mars. Go ahead, Mars. Go ahead.
Go. I wanted to say now.
No. Go ahead. You got it. Everyone, come on. Please.
Mars, be a leader.
No, I'm already a bad leader, so I don't know.
He already said he's bad leader. That's a bad statement.
Next topic.
No, but
Right.
to provide clarification. But I will say this to provide clarification though. It just scientifically proven that you get more of a result when you push your workouts more earlier than later. So I get what Mark's saying. You can put in the same amount of work in terms of hour wise, but it does matter when you get your workout in. It's just more beneficial to you. You actually burn more calories working out on an empty stomach early in your cycle than opposed to later.
What if I just wake up later and still have an empty stomach?
The point is,
This guy's so annoying, bro. It's like you're being difficult.
My whole
This is why you're a bad
My
leader,
whole
bro.
point is I can put in the same amount of work and just wake up later and go sleep later.
You
no, I
can't.
get what you're saying.
Wait,
No, I get what you're saying.
can we stop with the
Let me-
semantic?
let me-
Let him finish. Let him finish.
Go ahead.
If Kobe's working out at 4 a.m., right? Let's assume he's waking up at 3 a.m., right? Is that fair?
Mhm.
He's waking up at
Yes.
3 a.m. Let's assume he gets 3 hours of sleep because Kobe just a different animal. 3 hours of sleep. So he sleeps at midnight, wakes up at 3 a.m. If I wake up at 10 a.m. and I'm working out at 1 a.m. while Kobe's asleep, am I not making up for the time? I'm just working
not
out at a
sleeping.
different time.
He's not sleeping. He's getting ready for the next workout.
So Kobe just never slept.
No, that's not true, dog. So here's what I'm saying.
All
No.
I'm saying is if Kobe's waking up earlier, in order for him to get any sleep, he would still have to sleep earlier since he's waking up earlier. If I wake up later, I can work out later while Kobe is asleep. So the idea of, well, if I'm working out at 5 a.m., everyone's asleep while I'm working out. And then while you're asleep at 10 p.m., I'm working out. It's still going to catch up. That's my
No,
point.
and
I'm
that-
He
still-
did
and that's
say he
where-
slept
and that's
only
where-
4 hours.
and
just at
Mars.
different times.
And that's where we
He slept
disagree
4 hours.
because you're not account. If you want to talk about off season where you don't have anything else to worry about but working out, you would have a point.
I'm also talking about sports where you don't play every other day.
But that's why Kobe was doing that.
Yeah,
so
but
you would,
like I said, I'm speaking generally
Hey,
about sports.
if you want to talk about that, cool, that's fine. A basketball player cannot afford that, so their time and getting up that early means a lot. So you're looking at it through a different
Yes, I've said
eyelid.
that many times. Yes.
Yeah, so you're looking at it. So that's not the.
Okay.
You gotta
based
look
on
at it
my
in the
lens.
co-
Am
in
I
the-
right or wrong? Based on my lens. that
You're
I'm
not.
looking at.
You're. I don't think you're wrong. I don't think you're wrong. But that's not the.
you're-
But
I would
again,
say no.
we're
He's
talk-
wrong. He would go.
No,
He's wrong.
Dub said I'm right.
terms of
Dub
this.
said I'm right. Move on. Dub said I'm right.
He's
If he's
wrong in
talking
terms
about-
of this.
It's
if he's
Dub's
talking-
terms. I don't care if you think.
no. If he's
In
talking
our
about,
country,
if
they
he-
say that those who wake up late are lazy person. Like
Mars is lazy.
Who's lazy?
You are 1,000%.
Bitch, I'm not lazy. The hell?
You
whoever
are.
wake
Oh,
up late,
language.
not you, not
But
you,
hey,
not
sturdy.
you. Like,
What?
But hey, sturdy. Hey, sturdy.
This
This is.
on playback at 1 a.m. Are you on playback at 1 a.m., Dub? You
I do
working
a
while
lot
I'm
of-
working at 1 a.m.?
Yeah,
When have you ever been on playback at 1 a.m., Dub?
I've been on streams at 1 a.m. Have you?
No, that's what I
it's
asked. When have
1
you ever
a.m.
been on
right
playback at
now
1
and I
a.m.,
am
Dub?
Wait,
here.
I've been on streams. This is my eyelid now, Mars.
You're not
Have you been on
I'm
playback
looking
at
at
1
through my
a.m.?
eyelids, Mars.
Have you been on playback at 1
I've
a.m.?
been on
Oh,
streams
y'all
at 1 a.m.
boys.
Oh, but not
More than-
playback, right?
Way more than you too.
Not
Way more than
playback,
you.
right?
I've
Not
done
playback,
streams
right?
or
Not
at 1
playback,
a.m.
right?
Sometimes
Not
2,
playback,
sometimes
right?
3.
Not playback though, right?
I've done more than you, Mars.
Conversation is so
Cap.
I've been drinking at 1
Cap.
a.m.
I see.
But
You're
anyway-
not committed. You're not committed.
Shut up.
You're not
Anyways, Mars. So like A30, I hear the point because Mars's point is this: like basically, it's starting your day earlier, right? I mean, later. Like, that's basically his point is. If I, instead of me waking up at 4 a.m., I could sit here and let's say I go to bed at 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. And then I wake up at, no, let's say if I go to bed at like 3 a.m., then I wake up at what,
10.
8?
10.
I thought you work out at 10.
No, I work out at like, my point was 10, 12 p.m., midday, team, scheduled practice. Then afterwards, I can get in like 3 extra workouts after that before I sleep again at 3 a.m. So I'm getting in 4 workouts throughout the day.
Yeah.
Someone else can get in 4 workouts throughout the day, waking up at 3 a.m. I'm just doing it later.
So age 30. So like that's his point right there. The thing is, in terms of like that doesn't fit in this equation right here with Kobe Bryant because his time is more valuable. And for example, age 30, you know people who work night shift and probably second shift, right?
Yeah.
Their schedules, even though like the same amount of hours in the day, they have to do things in reverse because they're just at a different time zone. They probably get the same amount done.
Saying the whole time.
Yeah, so that's what Mars is saying. But I'm saying it doesn't make sense when we're talking about Kobe right now because in this case right here, their time is very valuable. So Kobe putting in that work early in the morning definitely shows great leadership because that's probably the only time when you're going to be able to put in that extra work. You feel it?
Yeah, Mars, what he's trying to tell you is that
basketball applies. Yes, I agree.
No, he's trying to tell you that in comparison to other basketball players with the same
make it
schedule.
difficult, I promise you. I hate you so much. You know that? I hate you so
What?
much.
I was
disagree,
right.
No, bro, he's so annoying.
My point was Kobe's way of
like, do not pull the Kobe Bryant sleep
Kobe's way of
schedule.
doing things is correct because it's not
basketball. It might be.
No,
other sports,
like
you don't have to do it like Kobe
that
did.
man was pulling on 3
I
hours
don't think
sleep
that's
per day. Like
Kobe was not.
that man
What Kobe was doing was not healthy.
I think
exactly.
Yeah,
I've
No, Mars.
Don't do what he was doing.
Mars. This is why I disagree. This is why I disagree. Like we're disregarding like just because he's sleeping like because Kobe did say this, he get like 4 to 5 hours on average, right? But he always makes sure he also get naps in between like the 3rd and 4th
He's
workout.
napping, I'm working out. I'm better than Kobe.
No, the point is,
While he's napping, I'm working out. While he needs to recharge, I'm already charged. Nothing, Kobe, do better.
No, I'm just saying, cause trust me, like, cause like, not only I did multiple sports, but like I helped train people in other sports, and like it just the most common thing. There's a reason why in football 2 a day or any off season when you're doing 2 a days, there's a reason why we start early in the morning. It's a mental conditioning as well as a physical conditioning. You're naturally going against your circadian rhythm. So what I'm saying is, Mars, you can get the same amount of work in terms of hour wise, but the time of your workout matters just as much.
Nah.
It depends on your schedule. Like if they all have the same schedule.
That's crazy. He actually does this, Mars. Like that's you saying no.
Nah,
And
if I'm sleeping my 8 hours, it doesn't matter when I get those 8 hours.
No, trust me, Mars. Trust me.
Don't
Like,
by your science. I disagree with the science.
I would say this point too, Mars. Like for people to have the leeway and freedom to be able to working out like at that convenient of a time frame, it's like it's very unlikely. I think it's very unlikely for that to happen.
No, I want to push back against that too, Dub. Everybody has the freedom to do that. It's just you got to be able to do it. You got to get up and do it.
It depends on your.
I'm not talking about in the morning.
Schedule.
I'm talking about
these guys have a working schedule.
I'm talking about.
I mean, it don't matter.
I'm talking about having the freedom to start that late and just continue that work.
We're comparing Kobe to other NBA players with the same schedule. They have the same schedule.
Do you mean the game schedule?
NBA players generally have the same schedule, especially on the same team. They play their games at the same time. They have their team workouts at the same time, and thus, if he's sleeping at a certain time and waking up at a certain time, he's getting more workouts because of that, not because he's just sleeping earlier than they are, because they are playing at the same time. It's just mathematics. We've been arguing semantics for like 1 hour now. We need to move on. We need to move on.
Like came out. We're cooked.
No, like literally, you're talking about relativity. Like you're talking about relativity, and it's fine. But the original point was comparing Kobe to other NBA players. You cannot reverse the schedule. They're not going to play their games at 4
No, Dion, I'm speaking from experience, Dion. Like real talk, I used to have 3 jobs, and I still, if I wanted to work out and I had the will to work out, I would do it. That's just in any time. Like
And I'm not
working
gonna lie,
out, real
that
talk,
boosts your self-esteem because in your
Yeah,
mind,
you're not working out, bro.
Bruh.
Like the real workout, you don't need like multiple hours. You just need 45 minutes.
Yep.
That's facts.
That's it. Like you don't
nice
need no
good
intense
workout.
like
There's people that be in the gym for like 3 hours. Promise they not doing nothing.
they not. I promise you, they not. They on their phone.
Hey, but listen, like starting like the psychology of it, right? Your self-esteem does get bigger if you are, you put in your head, yeah, well, everybody, I'm about to go work out after this. You put in your head, yeah, well, everybody's sleeping. What am I doing? I'm up. I'm grinding. They're not doing what I'm not doing. Bro, I'm telling you, bro, that thing matters.
Maybe it's a wrestling mentality. Maybe it's a wrestling mentality. Maybe it's that.
We don't create extra time because we wake up earlier. We just sleep earlier. I don't understand.
Nah, you don't know what time I was sleeping, boy.
And if you're telling me you were waking up at 3 and then were still sleeping at the same time as me, then you were living an unhealthy life that I don't want.
You're right.
Kobe himself said this was unhealthy. Kobe himself said,
I'm trying to be great. What the hell are you talking about, man? The people of the past, the people of the past was going through way worse than what we're going through now. You think I can't sacrifice sleep?
They weren't healthy.
Get out of here, bro. Get out of here, bro. You had people that was 10 times stronger than people today because they had that
3
great
hours
run
of
of
sleep
needing
is
to
not
be
healthy.
great.
3 hours of sleep.
No, that's not healthy. That's not healthy. You need at least 4 to 6. You need 4 to 6.
8 hours, 6 to 9 hours.
Like Mars said, F science. I don't care. I'm putting the time in to be great.
Nah, Mars, you just need 6 hours. You actually don't need a 4. You just need 6. 4 to 6.
And people didn't survive. People didn't survive that long because, oh my God. Because it was rougher environments that they were living in. There was more high risk of dying by murder and everything depending on what time period that you're talking about, but the environments was different, bro. Like that's the main
life
reason
expectancy was lower because of infant mortality rates. That's it. But
infant mortality rates.
Yeah, the reason life expectancy was so low is because most kids died before they were 5. If you lived beyond 5, you had regular lifespan, even like 200 years ago.
What 200 years ago? Really?
200 years ago, the reason life expectancies were like 50 years is because of how many kids died in their infancy.
That's true.
If you made it past the age of 5, you were probably about to live 70 years. Like that.
Oh, really?
You weren't just dying at 52. Like that wasn't just happening. You would die at like 75. But the reason life expectancy was so low is because kids died a lot.
So are you saying that medicine has really not done anything?
It's died a lot because childbirth was a lot more dangerous, and then they didn't have vaccines and stuff, so those things would kill you. But if you got out of the most dangerous part of life was the first 5 years. If you couldn't get out of that, tough. But if you did, you were gonna survive.
Actually, most of the medical advancement happens in relation to these years. So, like
I think humans figured out about germs in the 1800s.
Pediatric medicine, I think, is the most advanced right now. Compared to
you had to wash your hands until like 1890. So I mean,
yeah, Europe was a very disgusting place. It was very disgusting.
Yeah, Europe was. Where did you learn that, Mars?
While you were sleeping.
I
was getting educated.
That's nasty.
Hey man, this is nasty.
While you were asleep, waking up at 3 a.m. and I was up at night working. I got that education.
Dub, you didn't know he read 1,000 books a year, nonfiction.
Yeah, in the time in which you were sleeping, trying to wake up early to prove you were working out. Nah, I was still working at midnight.
At 8:30. At 8.
I guess we focus on two different things. You got that one, and I'll fuck you up.
I was 8 years old.
Real talk. I'm not okay. It's the nonfiction part of me.
I'm gonna rotate.
This is going to be one of the best episodes of Open Gym.
This is definitely fun. I'm trolling, but at the same time, I think we're getting down to a lot of good topics. But Amir, Killer 69, Helio, y'all be easy, bro. Salute.
Yeah, we're from workout to went from leadership to workout to some. That's funny.
Oh man,
that was nice, man.
I think some people want to voice their opinion on some of these. I see y'all in the chat. I'm about to send y'all right now.
Nah, before they talk, but Bill Russell and Tim Duncan had the best leadership in NBA history. It is what it is.
Man, respect Bill Russell, man. Facts.
There we go.
Guarantee he got 6 hours.
Let me read off some super chats. Shout out to Cyber or Sire, bro.
Cerebro.
Oh, Cerebro. Damn, that's crazy. Everyone said Embiid ducked. Look so dumb now.
Nah,
That's true. He's tore his meniscus, bro. It's insane.
nah, he ducked.
Your Highness Charles. Sorry. Mars, that Houston trade is real. Shams and Mark Stein said the Rockets offered expiring and 3 Nets picks. And they negotiate Jalen. Ime wants Bridges.
Nah, I refuse to believe the Houston Rockets are offering any of our young pieces. Now the expirants, yeah. Aaron Holiday, Jay Sean Tate, Jock Lando, yeah. Jeff Green, yeah. Young pieces, no. And if they do, OKC have already welcomed me, so it's cool.
I don't
Metro,
understand
Metro,
the
I
point
hear
of that
everything.
move.
Metro, I
No
hear
idea.
everything, even you breathing, brother. So just try to fix that for me. Metro, appreciate you. I'm demanding Brunson respect. Top 5 point guard from Tucson. Oh, shout out to Tucson.
He's top 10. I don't know about that.
Yeah,
Top
top five.
five?
Tough.
Top five,
Nah, I don't know about that.
point guard?
Hell
Yeah,
no,
top-
no top 5 point guard.
Jalen Brunson is bugging though. I'm not gonna
He
lie.
is balling though.
Like he
He's
definitely, if he has that postseason translation again, it's kind of tough not to be like, yeah, he's in these combos, bro. Like, would he be better than Dame to your eyes?
I mean,
He's
right now
already better than
He's better
Dame.
now. He's playing.
So
better.
what if Dame just
Are we
plays
giving Dame grace because
at
it's like
first
his,
round
like,
Dame levels
first
in the
season on a
playoffs?
new team or whatever?
What
It's
about
different.
it? If
Different for me,
Jalen
bro.
Brunson just continues to do what he regularly does in playoffs, I'll still hold that opinion.
Wow. Oh God.
Dame plays like first round Dame throughout the whole playoff. They win. I'm sorry.
You go,
That's
fellas.
ridiculous.
Yo,
Salute, guys. I got a
Yeah,
hot take, so let me know when I'm ready to go. I don't want to interrupt.
No,
Oh,
it's
shit.
gonna be that.
Does
Josh Hart is
anybody-
gonna win
Go
defensive
New York,
player.
go New
No,
York,
it's even
go.
worse than that. I didn't say nothing about Josh Hart, but
Hey, let me
it's
read
alright.
this. Let me read this super chat real quick before we get started. Apparently, the Rockets are worried the Nets won't trade all the Suns picks for Donovan Mitchell, so they want to cash in. Plus, the 2024 draft sucks. From your
You think they
Highness.
trade
Okay.
The 2024
That's a good
draft
point.
does not suck, first of all. That's not true. But if the Rockets are worried the Nets won't trade all the Suns picks for Donovan Mitchell, doesn't that mean the Nets picks are going to be good?
Oh,
But also, wait,
What?
wasn't they looking?
Did I misunderstand that? If they aren't trying to get a superstar, doesn't that mean the picks are going to be good?
Yeah, I think so.
So why would that make us want to cash in on the picks?
Makes no sense. But I thought that he was looking for Mikal though. Was that not one of the?
Yeah. Apparently, Houston want Mikal Bridges, and apparently they're willing to offer up Jalen Green for him, which I think is stupid.
I think that's
But-
dumb too. That's a lot of upside they've given up.
No, it
give
ain't.
it up. Give
What?
it up.
Who said no? It ain't. Who said no? It ain't.
Yeah, you heard me loud and
Don't
clear.
worry.
I don't know.
No,
I've been watching some Houston games these past like 5 games. I see what you talking about, Mars. He cooking, boy. I ain't gonna lie.
Stop! No, don't
Hey,
use
Mars,
these
cut it
5
out,
games.
cut it
Mars,
Don't use
didn't
these
they
5
laugh
games.
at me when
I'm
I
not
said
gonna lie.
Jalen
He
Green
looked like he
can
figuring
read
it
the
out.
defense?
Bro,
When I
figuring
said
it
that, and I
out.
got
these
laughed
5.
at?
No,
When I
we're
said
not
for
gonna.
putting
Well,
him
Well,
up
okay,
there?
figuring it out.
Dub.
We're
I'm
not
gonna ask this, and
Yo,
this is
pull the
not
stats up
trolling.
again, Mars on Jalen.
What
Okay,
has Jalen? What has Jalen? I don't know if you've watched the last 5 Houston games. So first of all, have you watched?
I watched.
I-
I watched one. I watched one of those games. I think it was the one versus the Lakers. Actually,
Okay,
You
what
want-
is Jalen Green doing that isn't sustainable?
no, he's cooking. I'm not gonna ignore everything else that he's been
No,
showing
I'm
me.
not asking. What is he doing now that isn't sustainable? Now, if he was doing this, shooting 60% from 3, I'd be like, okay,
Okay,
obviously
that's different.
unsustainable. He's
it's not
doing
even
it
the
shooting
shooting.
36% from 3.
It's not even the shooting.
What's
it's the
not
look. He's getting
sustainable?
down,
Mars, the
down the
point
lane.
What's not
is-
sustainable?
When he's
What's
The
not
point,
sustainable?
but Mars,
transition.
this is the same argument we had before. Like he's cashing in now, but I still
On
find it.
layups, dub.
For layups
Mars,
and dunks,
I
he had
still-
like I think I don't remember which game it was.
Is that
I
Do you
think
think he's
before
just
the
gonna
half-
forget how to finish at the rim?
No,
Before the half,
bro.
he had like 15
s-
points. Like
I'm
before the
not.
half, he
I'm
was
not gonna
doing it.
dismiss what he has been showing me all year
I'm
long.
not asking you to. I'm
Stop.
saying,
No,
I'm saying with the turnaround that potentially has happened. What has he done in the last 5 games that leads you to believe it's not sustainable? Is his shot diet looking like, oh, these are difficult shots? Is it that he's getting downhill against bad defenders, so you don't think he can do it? Is it that his finishing is just lucky because he's scoring more in transition? Sustainable. He's
I only
getting
watched one of
downhill
those.
with his first step.
I've only-
Sustainable. He's playing in the mid range. Sustainable. He's making good reads out the pick and roll. Do you think he's just gonna forget how to make good reads? Like, what's
That
not
can happen.
sustainable?
That can't happen. Like, let's be real, that can't happen, Mars. But the mid-range,
You
like
hating right now,
these are the same. These are the same things that you was telling me in the beginning of the year that would be able to turn around, right? The point is,
And
like,
it's turned around.
he's going on a 5-game stretch. I'm not going to ignore everything else he showed me throughout the whole entire season. So my whole thing is, cool. He's on a run right now. Let's wait and see
Okay, if he
can
does it for the
continue
rest
this.
of the season, hypothetically. What's your opinion on Jalen Green?
I still have to wait and see. It's still the same
He's
opinion.
gonna get the same looks all year though. Like,
It's still
how
the
often
same.
he's getting now.
No,
because
the
Mars,
looks
Mars.
haven't been the same though. He's getting
Because
better
Mars,
looks because
what
he's
happens
better
is
I'm saying
that's
from these-
why
from
you
these
piss
5
me
games,
off. You know what?
he's
Watch.
getting these same-
If he goes back to what he was doing all season long, right? You bigging this shit up now, right?
Yeah.
You bigging this up now. 5 freaking games, Mars. Are you kidding me? Are
Okay,
you
and,
kidding me?
and if he
I think-
doesn't, you're still gonna be on a I'm a wait and see. So
Yep.
where do we go from here?
No.
Neither of us
no.
are gonna change our opinion.
No. He has a whole season of being. Come on, bro. He had a whole season being bad, and he had a 5-game stretch that looks good. Come on, Mars.
No, but all right.
All I'm saying is the moment the halfway point of the season happened, Jalen Green seemed to flip a switch.
a few players.
So if he has half the season
that's
that's bad and then half the season that's good, then what?
We still got to wait and see.
Not to mention, it wasn't even half the
Inconsistent.
season that was bad. It was that stretch in December that was bad.
Yeah,
He
that
averaged
was
20 in November on decent efficiency.
January was pretty bad for him too.
Early in January, sure.
early
Yeah.
January.
Okay.
This December, bad. Early January, not good. November, he was 20 a game on decent efficiency. The early part of the season, he was playing well. It was a bad month of the season that you just acted like it was half the season. He was good in November. He was fine.
He fine to you. He was okay to me.
Sure. He was okay. So it wasn't a bad half of the season. It was a bad month. The middle
Mars,
of December to the early
You
parts of
pissed me
January.
off. I can't wait for this. I can't wait for him to
I
turn
mean,
around.
Houston's gonna trade him, and if he's in Brooklyn, then I mean, I'm gonna just say the trade.
They're not.
You're
gonna trade him, bro.
disgusting.
I'm gonna say the trade.
You're disgusting. I'm tired of you.
I'm
tired of you.
For someone who's a
You don't
Brooklyn
see,
fan,
you don't key in that the fact is the team don't believe in him is a
I don't want
concern.
him in Brooklyn. I just don't think he
I
fits
think
in.
that
Yeah.
would be on the right.
He don't-
No,
it's
no,
not-
but he fits in
Oh,
Brooklyn.
I guess it's a concern that the Houston front office is stupid. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
The back
that
shot,
would be bad.
the back shots is moving you. I swear, bro.
What?
Okay.
What?
Nah.
I'm not trading Jalen Green for Mikal Bridges. I'm not.
Like, I don't
no
get why
world.
that's. I don't know
As a
how I'm the
GM,
one crazy for saying
They want real defenders, man. I don't know.
Jalen Green is a better
someone-
asset than Mikal Bridges.
from-
I don't understand what. I don't get how that's negotiable.
Nah,
It just doesn't work.
Jalen
It doesn't
Green's
work.
ceiling clears Mikal's.
is he ever going to reach that ceiling? Is the issue?
Mikal
Rockets-
already-
the Rockets right-
Not with the
No.
Rockets.
Yes.
Not with
Nah,
the Rockets.
there's
It's gonna
no
be
re-
somewhere else.
There's no way you have to attach 3 or 4 picks to Jalen Green to get Mikal Bridges. That doesn't make sense.
No,
Yeah,
but the
if
Nets
you
are just
honestly,
asking
if I'm
for
getting
everything.
Mikal,
You know?
bro, I'd
Nets
rather
are like
keep
trying to
Jalen
get like
Green.
an
You're supposed to
upside
put
for
them
like every
together.
player they have for some reason. They wanted
It's
like
not even
3
close
like
to
first round
me.
picks for like Dorian Finney-Smith, bro. It was bad.
The Nets are trolling, man.
They
It's fake
really are,
news.
though.
I refuse to.
They've been trolling for a minute. They've been trolling for a minute.
They're trying to get rid of Nick Claxton right now, which I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, I heard that Nick Claxton might be available. Yeah, the Nets are just saying anything.
Actually,
OKC needs to go get Nick Claxton. I'm not gonna lie.
What-
That's
yeah, I was
perfect.
just-
Why would they
What's
get
up
Nick
about
Claxton?
OKC?
Why?
They need a big. They need a Dexter.
Bro, he's just as skinny as Chet. Like,
No,
what's the
he's not.
difference? What's all right? He got a little
Hey,
more mass.
what
on him,
about-
bro. Like,
you
all
can
right,
have two
but, like,
He's a better,
what's the
he's a
point?
better rebounder, and like he can actually switch on to perimeter. Like that's what they need.
Yeah,
up, Bob?
I think for the Rockets and what they're trying to do, he's definitely more of an asset right now than what's his name, Jalen Green.
What are the Rockets trying to
What
do?
is Houston trying to do right now?
What are they trying to do?
They
What-
I
they're
think-
trying to compete, but
I
like,
think
people
he-
keep trying to speed up the process. Like that's
I
the
think-
problem.
Yeah.
I think Ime's trying to compete, and I think
Compete for what?
they're not.
to be a
They're not
playoff
gonna,
team.
they're not going to compete with Van Vliet. They're not.
They're
gonna compete
competing to
with
be a playoff team right now.
nah, but they want to
There's no
make
way
the
you
playoffs.
give up your 21.
Nah.
There's no
They're
way you
competing to
give
be a
up your
play-in team. You wanna be a
21-year-old number
playoff
2
team.
pick to
Well, I'm
try and
pretty
make
sure-
the play-in in a season you're already trying to make the
but-
play-in.
You know who
I'm
they
pretty
could trade for
sure-
to actually compete though?
I'm pretty sure.
If they
I'm
wanna
pretty
trade
sure
for
that
anyone,
I'm pretty sure they think they could probably build off of Mikal. Like I think they're going in with
No,
that.
Anything. I would trade.
Mikal is
For
27 years of age.
If I was them, I would trade for Dorian. For Dorian.
Mikal had that one stretch of games and has fooled the league.
And I tried to tell everybody.
Whatever, man.
I mean, Mars, how many times have we thought an organization wasn't that dumb and still done that?
Nah, I refuse to believe they can be that dumb.
Houston, no.
Okay.
I'm
saying
saying they are, like I said.
That's the main reason.
Into the OKC fan club, I'll be an OKC.
That's the main reason why I would assume why they want to move like this. That's the only other reason that they
I don't believe
it's
it's true. I don't think they're willing to give up Jalen Green. I think it's a lie.
He's 21, bro.
And I'll be saying that about any of the young players on the team, by the way, not just Jalen Green. If they said about Cam Whitmore or Amen Thompson, I'll be saying the same thing. I don't believe they're willing to give up any.
I give up a man for Mikal.
I would call them dumb for doing that. I would call them dumb for doing that. If they tried to give up Tyrese, I'd call them dumb.
Yo, bro had his hand up for like the past 20 minutes. I don't
know.
Go ahead.
Are you trying to get off his hot take?
Yeah. Bob about to talk for 15 minutes.
Nah, I got one quick take, and I just got it from Mars. I like to make a bet with you, sir. The same way you believe in Jalen Green.
It's Black History.
Oh wait, I thought you were gonna say a bet that the Rockets trade him. Okay, Karen.
No, hell no. I'm taking your approach with one of my players. His name is DonteDiVincenzo. He will be most improved or an all-star next year. The reason why I say that, let me finish. I'm going to fool you real quick. Let me explain to you why. This is why it's a hot take. Since the whole transition from him taking over from Grimes' position, he has stepped up. At that time, he was a 40% from three-point range shooter, as well as a 48% from field goal range, and as well as a 79% free throw shooter. Since the injury of OG, he has been doing way more shot taking, and his percentages have gone down. He's now playing 41 minutes, doing 22 shot attempts, 24 shot attempts in the last 3-4 games. So, of course, his numbers are going to go down. But let's check this out. What about DiVincenzo has not gone down? His defense. Look at what happened last night. He was all up and down the court, creating turnovers, creating problems to create. And on top of that, before he was the only one that hit a three, he passed to his teammate McBride to get the next 2 threes and get him into groove to where our team started fluctuating. The way this guy is playing, plus he's doing it with defense. Tibbs is leaving him on the court for defense. Tibbs if you play bad defense, he's not going to do that. Plus, with him being on the court, he's going to be given the opportunity to create his offense. Yes, the last 4 or 5 games, it's been trash because he's now getting, like I said, from 18 to 24 more attempts, 40 out. He's playing 40 minutes. They're exerting him right now. But once he comes back to being normal, his defense plus his offense is going to be a serious threat, and nobody's talking about him. And look at how cheap the Knicks got him. That is the second best contract after Brunson. That's my hot take. DonteDiVincenzo is going to be either most improved next year or an all-star. You got questions? I got answers.
So the Knicks will have the Knicks will have 3 all-stars next year.
I believe it, and it may not even be DiVincenzo. I think it could be OG as well.
So Derek White didn't make it this year.
Oh my God!
How much you want to bet?
I'm going to tell you the 3 all-stars. Randall, Brunson, and it could be either DiVincenzo or OG because we have been winning.
Can I get in on this bet?
Wait, hold on. Let me finish.
Yeah, I want this bet. I'll take this bet. I will bet you $10,000.
What? That we won't have 3 possible
Most improved.
No, that DonteDiVincenzo won't win most improved or be an all-star.
Every Cowboy.
Okay, you said $3 million.
No, 10,000.
Damn, bro, I don't want that from you. You know what I would want if I win? I want a photo of you and it signs "Hello Earthling." No, like how we're talking right now. It's like this, like you and your hoodie with the photo, like a selfie, and you sign "Hello Earthling."
You want a selfie from a minor? Are you sure?
Not like that, you dummy. I was talking about like something.
Not like
something
that,
like,
you
as a
dummy.
gentleman's bet. Like I wouldn't want money from you if I win.
Oh, but I want money.
You want money? Okay, so tell me, what would you like me to put? I put up $100 and I send it to your Cash App whenever you do your Mars talk. And next year, if DiVincenzo isn't
cash, cash
or
app,
his Cash App, so that way he gets it directly.
So $100, I get $100 if DiVincenzo.
Now, wait, hold on. Let's verify the rules. If DiVincenzo makes the All-Star team as a reserve, injury reserve, doesn't matter. He's on the roster. Period. Even if it's a last-minute entry, or he's most improved. One of those 2 things have to happen by next year. If it doesn't, I will send you $100 Cash App. But if I'm right I get an autographed picture of Mars saying "Hello, Earthlings."
Wow.
Cool.
Yeah, you need to get off that picture, man.
Hey, everyone save.
I don't
Everyone
money
save.
in bet.
Everyone
I don't
save
put
this
money in bet.
timestamp.
I take
guess.
handshakes. That's
Bob,
I'm
can
not
we
like
do a slight 20 on this? Can I get in? I just want. Can I get a slight
It's a
20 on this?
one-on-one bet, buddy. One-on-one
But see,
bet.
this is the
Man,
thing. You
oh,
guys
he's
didn't notice
selfish,
why I
yeah.
said
If
that.
he gonna
I'm
get
not
paid,
gonna
bet,
money,
man.
I'm trying to get in on the bet. If we just hand it out.
Listen to that.
Most
His
improved
defense.
at 28 years old. I don't know, man.
Listen
I'm
to
gonna
it.
hate it.
I'm not gonna lie.
Defense.
The most
I love
improved
Dante.
isn't a crazy.
Defense.
I love him. I
The
love. I
All-Star
wish
is
the Warriors.
ridiculous. But most
I wish the
improved
Warriors
isn't
didn't get
out
off
of
of
the realm
him.
of
But to think that he's
I
gonna be
don't
an
think most
all-star,
improved
I don't know.
happening.
Yeah, All-Star is crazy. If Derek White ain't make it this year, DiVincenzo
Derek
has
White,
no chance.
DiVincenzo.
The
all-
But
guards gotta be competitive.
most
That's what I
improved.
said. Most improved or All-Star.
He's
I'm
not
with you with
winning most
All-Star. That was
improved.
see. That's
Bro,
me
real talk.
reaching. That's his ceiling for me. That's his ceiling. Most improved is like the floor. I see him being the most improved by next year.
Yo,
Like, I
hold on.
see
Can
him being
Jalen
that
Brunson
type of a
actually
player.
win most improved this year? Like,
Nah, no.
Brunson
Because
can
of
win
the
most
starting
improved.
lineup.
Kobe White, man.
And on
Kobe
top
White.
of that, most improved would go to Paul George or to go to Kawhi. Those two guys
Oh,
would be
Paul
born
George? Paul
Yeah,
George?
Paul George or Kawhi will be
Paul
getting most
George is
improved
averaging
because of how
23
they
points
play.
He just
a
smoked
game.
a
He
little
has not.
something.
He has not improved.
Okay.
Bob, what side of the bed you woke up on today?
Exactly.
I
He's
woke
gonna
up
prove.
cranky as hell because everybody hating on my Knicks and saying I
But
don't
you
know what
talking
I'm
about?
talking
You talking
about.
about for
So I'm
this
just
year?
adding fuel to the fire.
Yeah,
Let's
this
go.
year most improved.
Kobe White?
Jalen Brunson should be. Well, oh yeah, Kobe
George
White. Yeah, I
gonna
forgot.
win
Actually.
most improved.
Kobe White? What?
Yeah.
I'm not even.
Jalen Brunson
but
winning most
I've watched him
improved.
hoop.
That's
I don't
Jalen
think
Suggs.
I
He
don't
was
know, man. That
balling
would be
last year, but
good.
nobody thought he would take this much of a jump though. Like
Exactly.
that's why I was saying his
Brunson,
name
I don't
probably
think he's
should be in
taking
the
much of a
conversation.
I thought it would be Tyrese actually.
Tyrese,
Yeah,
actually,
it would. I think it would
he's
be
a notable one.
Tyrese. It would be Tyrese.
I think it's Jalen Suggs, but like I don't know.
Jalen Suggs.
Nah, I think
God,
Jalen
Jalen
Suggs got
Suggs is
defensive player.
Jalen Suggs is a good
I
shot.
think he
I'm
got
still giving it to
defensive
Kobe White.
player.
Yeah, Kobe White's really good.
Nah, I think he got defensive player. Jalen Suggs.
Tyrese Maxey might actually win it. Dub might be right.
What did Tyrese Maxey improve?
Tyrese Maxey?
He didn't improve in anything.
He improved on
Not
catching the
just
ball better than
offense,
Joel
Merchant
Embiid.
anymore,
offense.
but Merchant shot in there.
Tyrese Halliburton improved.
I was talking about Tyrese Halliburton.
Tyrese
not
Maxey improved. Don't be nasty.
Oh,
Nah, he
No,
got
the
more
most-
minutes and
Maxey
more
did
minutes
not.
and shots. That's what Maxey got, bro. That's what
Tyrese
Maxey only got
Tyrese
better
Maxey
when
did
he
not
was scoring the
improve the most
most.
in the league.
You can no longer call him a closeout merchant.
Whoa, why
You can
not?
no longer do that.
nah,
Wow.
he still is.
Did you see what?
What last
So
night?
we ain't see him
Come on,
grading
bro.
off the bounce last. Okay, bro. All
No,
right.
no,
But
last night
that's
my
one
movie.
game though, bro. I ain't
Okay.
gonna lie.
Against the Jazz.
Any game he don't play with Embiid, he does it. What are we talking about?
Yeah, but that's the difference though,
Tyrese
because now
Maxey
he's
has
taking
not
it as
improved
opposed
the
to
most
him
in the
dishing it to
NBA.
Embiid. You gotta understand when Embiid's on the court, Embiid feeds him a lot into his offense. Those dribble handoffs, the give and goes when Embiid gets double teamed, Maxey gets a lot of creation from that. So you can't just sit there
Here we
and say
go.
that he
Another
can't.
Jamal Murray, Nikola Jokic situation.
Nah, I didn't say that. I
Disrespect
didn't say-
Jamal
here we
Murray.
go.
They're going to disrespect Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, you
He
won't even
just
let me
worked-
get my
he
take
just-
off. I was
he
trying to
just worked
say
better
where
off the ball.
I know
Maxey
that Jamal
improved
Murray
is
is bad.
when Embiid's off the court, he has
100%.
created a better shot for himself and a
Better
better
player.
finishing. That's what I said. He
Yeah,
improved.
Jamal
on.
Murray is better
So
than Tyrese Maxey.
that's what I was trying to say as far as the comparison.
Is Maxey top 10 point guard?
No,
What?
Brunson's ahead of him in my eyes. Brunson is top 12. Maxey's
might
like
actually be
13,
like
14.
I
9 or
legitimately
10.
think Garland's better than Maxey. I'm not gonna lie.
No,
Darius Garland's not
hasn't
better than
played
Tyrese
enough
Maxey,
this
bro.
season.
Yeah, I
Garland
think
got
he's
hurt.
better.
Darius
Don't say
Garland is
that.
not better than Tyrese Maxey.
Is for real, bro.
You don't watch Darius
Maxey's a
Garland,
top 15, top 15. Jalen Brunson,
He's
top
not
12.
even the best point guard on his own team.
Who?
Mitchell's not a point guard, so I don't know.
Mitchell
I'm
is a
telling
better
you,
point
Brunson
guard.
is
I don't think Maxey's a top 10 point guard.
Yeah, see, he's top 15.
Okay, Miles, let me hear it. Go ahead.
Dame, Brunson, Halliburton, Trey, Shea, Jamal Murray, De'Aaron Fox, Luka, Steph, Ja.
But take out Jado, he hurt. So
Don't tell me
number
to
10.
take-
No.
You asked if I think he's a top 10 point guard. Ja Morant's a point guard.
Yeah, you might be right. Did he even say?
Then I was
say Halliburton?
then I was contemplating guys like LaMelo, but I just didn't want to say his name, so I let it slide.
LaMelo's better.
But I don't think you can name more than 10 guards better than Brunson.
No, Brunson top 10.
Thank you, see?
Brunson
There
top
you
5.
guys go. Hey, look, don't be mad because he's not top 5. This dude had to work into getting us there. Trust me. This guy's doing it. Let him do it.
But yeah, Tyrese Maxey
He'll be
not
top
top 10.
5 next year.
Wait, who do y'all think is top 5 right now? Point guard.
Luka, Luka,
Point guard?
Shea. I gotta say Luka, Shea. Oh damn,
Steph.
Bro, all
Nah,
right.
not
Stop
Steph.
right there.
Steph's spot never
Why do I
Not
keep
Steph.
hearing Steph's name
Steph.
for this
Steph's spot
year,
never
bro?
moved. Steph's spot never
Embiid,
moved.
Bro,
Joker.
Steph Curry is not
not
better than
playing.
none of these dudes this
Embiid,
year,
Joker.
bro.
Look at Dub. Look at
That's
Dub.
my
Ready to
fault.
put his cape on. Put your cape on,
Steph's
Dub.
spot
Put your
never
cape
Steph
on.
is not playing bad. Like I don't
Steph is
understand
not
why
top
He's
10
not
to me
playing
though.
bad, but he's not better
Brunson
than
to me
Jalen
is better
Brunson
than
this year,
Steph this
bro.
year.
No, he's
Steph's
not
not
playing
better
bad.
than
Over
Jalen
Steph
Brunson
this
up
year.
there.
When Steph feels
Yes,
like he's
right this
overexerting
year,
himself,
Brunson
Jalen
is playing better than Steph.
Exactly.
that's
If you talking
fine.
about this
Come on.
year, then that's what I asked. I said this
Steph's
year.
not better than Jalen Brunson.
Brunson.
This year? No.
I said this
Nah,
year,
no.
Brunson is
This year,
playing
no,
better
he is
than
not,
Steph.
bro. Like, I don't. What are y'all watching, bro?
I
Man,
seen
like,
I seen Jalen Brunson play live, and I don't
I'm
believe it.
not gonna
Nobody
lie.
said he's
This
better
is
than
why I
somebody
say
this
winning
year.
bias is a hell of a drug. I
No,
promise. If Steph Curry played the exact
It's
same
recency
and the
bias.
Warriors were a top
but
5
Mars,
seed, not one human being would be
but
saying
Mars,
that.
do you know why I'm
That's a
saying
lie.
that?
One
Bro,
human
that's
being
not
would
But
say
true,
Mars,
that.
do you
bro.
know
That's
why
not
I'm saying
true.
that?
Steph
Do
is
you
coming
know
out
why
of
I'm
horrible
saying that?
slump,
The
Mars. You
numbers
know
that
that.
he's putting up are similar
Yeah,
to
but
Steph.
everyone expects the Steph Curry slump early January, late December.
No,
I don't
I'm
want to
not
hear it,
saying
bro. That's not an
We've
excuse.
acknowledged that.
Mars.
Doesn't mean Jalen Brunson better than him.
That's not an
Mars,
excuse,
Brunson is
bro.
putting up
That's not
Steph
an
Curry's
excuse.
number.
Steph is better than Jalen Brunson. I don't know what we're doing. Steph's better
In
than Jalen
this
Brunson.
year, no, he's not, bro. This year, no, he's not. That's
Steph,
it.
yo,
If you talk about
Brunson is
all
putting up
time,
numbers that
he is.
Steph and
This
Curry
year, he's
has
not.
done when he
Believe what
won
you want. Believe what
MVP.
you want. Believe what
That's
Yes, he
not
did. I'm
cap
not
no
saying,
more.
look,
He was in a
disagree
bad
with you.
slump
I
we
before
can
recently.
agree to disagree, but I'm telling you,
Yeah.
Brunson is making a
Statistics
secular
show.
argument. I'm not saying that Steph isn't top 10, but I just feel this year Brunson's playing better. Why? Because he's putting up numbers similar to Steph. When
No.
everybody was saying Steph was
No.
garbage in year
Recency
5 and he
bias
was
is
doing
so
No.
bad.
hold up, yeah, all right, y'all are interrupting when I'm trying
Bro.
to tell y'all why I feel this way. When Steph was doing what he was doing in year 5 and everybody was saying he was BS this, BS that, Brunson is doing the same type of numbers. So for me to have someone that can emulate someone that has been better than him throughout his entire career and be consistent and show that he can do it is the improvement to me, because his ceiling, being that he's younger, will be higher than Steph. He may not put up better numbers. He may not be a contributor like that. But to me, he's been showing that he can play better this year than Steph.
Yo,
Yes.
Dub,
Did you
you
say
called
his
it
ceiling is
recency
higher?
bias. You can't call it recency bias, bro. The conversation
I'm not
is about
calling it
recency.
recency bias. I'm
No,
going
not
off of
you,
what I
bro.
said.
Did he
this
just
year.
say
Yo.
Brunson's ceiling is higher than
I
Steph?
know. You heard
I
that?
didn't say that. I
No.
said you didn't understand.
Oh,
You did
okay,
not
okay,
understand what
okay.
I'm saying.
No,
You're
I
not
was talking about
I
Dub.
heard that. I didn't know
Dub
if
said
that's
it's
what
No.
recency
What I'm
bias.
saying is the fact that he's able to put up numbers like Steph, his ceiling is higher than expected. I'm not saying he's going to be better than Steph. So what I'm saying is right now, him putting up these numbers and being consistent, he's battling against a guy like Steph. And I think that we should give him respect for it. Like, he's putting up similar numbers to Steph. Steph is the god, and he's battling him. You guys may say Steph is better, but this guy is actually going toe-to-toe with a champ.
That's fine.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
that's
Yeah,
fine.
Brunson
That's fine
leading.
going
He's not
toe.
better
That's
than
fine
Bro,
going
we
toe
just
to toe.
lost Vanderbilt for a couple of weeks. Oh my god.
What do you mean?
It looks
Yep.
worse for
Hey,
a couple of
man,
weeks.
blow up the
He's
team,
lucky it's
man.
only a couple of weeks.
You do know what Steph Curry has been doing recently, right?
Yeah.
Like he's been cooking.
Yeah, I know he has. I'm not saying he hasn't. I'm just saying from the Brunson side, as far as the impact on the team, Steph has been doing what he's doing. But for me, this is a whole side of Brunson I've never seen. So for me to see a guy who can put up numbers similar to a better player like in Steph, I gotta be like, yo, that's impressive.
Can I get a
Bro,
point out real quick?
he being passive, bro.
We
He
can say
being
it's
passive, bro.
impressive without
Wait,
saying
can I-
he's better than Steph.
He's being
I'm saying
passive,
just
bro.
this
I'm
year.
saying Jalen Brunson is
Just
playing
this
better
year.
than Steph this year.
Can I? Let me
Just
get this
this
off.
year.
Let me get this.
Yes,
Hey, let
I
dude
said this
give
year.
his take off.
You
Let dude
can't
give his
say
take off.
recency bias if we're only talking about this year. Of course, we're gonna talk about what happened recently. This year, I'm not talking about last year. I'm talking about this year, bro. He's
That's
playing
okay.
better than him.
Okay, so then
Let
let
me
me kind of
yeah, go ahead, bro.
then. Okay, so you want to know why Jalen Brunson has been playing better than Steph? The reason why is because with the amount of times of when you see the shots he has to take, the amount of times where he has to put up large amounts of clips to dig other players out of a game. I don't know, when certain times when Clay can't even put up 10 points in a game. When there's times when Andrew Wiggins, a lot of the times, I think within the past, like before the past 5-game stretch, Andrew Wiggins has not been contributing to this team. Hasn't been trying to run good lineups with the team. We just now released Jonathan Kuminga, who I think is probably going to either get us into the play-in or save us from not, making the playoffs. Like, Steph has to contribute a lot more compared to what Brunson has an actual team that is competing with him. He's an actual team competing with him. Randall is not throwing games. DiVincenzo was not throwing games. Like,
Okay, so are we talking about teams right now or single players?
Nah. Don't disrupt him.
Let him finish, man. Let him finish his take.
He's on point. Let him finish. Go ahead.
But for him, when you see what Steph has to do to win them games compared to what Brunson has to do to win them games, it is clearly easy to see Steph is playing better than Brunson, but he has to sacrifice shot percentages, has to sacrifice like a bunch of things to make his stat line look worse to save it because he's trying to win games.
Hey Mars, I'm gonna still.
Hold on.
I'm gonna say I give you respect.
Hold on, I want to say something right after.
You're right.
Hold on.
Go ahead, brother.
I give you credit. That was good. I agree with
didn't see that.
That was a good
Bro,
one.
Go ahead, brother.
He said compared more efficient than Brunson, bro.
No, we know that, but the way he explained it about him having to do more.
Let him finish. Let him finish.
But that's the same reason why Trae Young gets a lot of flack too, because Trae Young will have to empty a clip on a lot of teams to dig them out of games. So it's the same thing because Trae Young gets a lot of flack, and I used to do the same thing. But Trae Young also has to, carry a really bad team.
So I mean, if you want to say hot take, I would probably say Trae Young is playing better than Steph too.
No. Okay. So listen. Mars, what did you just tell me about Jalen Green? A bad month of basketball, right? For Jalen Green.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's so funny? I'm checking the months right now. In the month of January, right? Stephen Curry, 28 points, 6 assists, 2.8 turnovers on 45, 40, and 92. So that's extremely
this month bad too, and
he started this month bad, right?
He's been cooking recently.
He's been cooking, so that true shooting is probably really good because he's that's 11 threes a game that he's been taking, right? In the first month of the season, he had in October, he was 29 a game on 4 assists and 3 turnovers. So this, I guess you could say off of that stats, it wasn't great, but on 48, 43, and 93. So another highly efficient player, way more efficient than Jalen Brunson. Then when we look at the month of December,
cooked. You know Steph the hoop in December.
Oh my God. In the month of December, 24 on 41 and 37, 4 assists a game and 2 turnovers. So you guys,
hold on.
You guys, so wait, let me finish. Y'all are cooking. Y'all are literally cooking Stephen Curry. Real talk is cooking Stephen Curry because of
real talk.
Yes, real talk. Because you talk about, Steph can only play good in stretches. It seems to me he just had a bad stretch of basketball in the month of December. But outside of that,
good in stretches. You literally just called it out.
He's been no. Outside of that, Stephen Curry, you have it reversed. He's been playing bad in stretches. He's been a pretty highly efficient player for the majority of the season.
I'm not saying Steph Curry's a bum. What are you talking about?
No. You're talking about Jalen Brunson being better than him, bro.
You did not say that.
You said he's playing better than him.
What are you talking about?
You said he's playing better than him.
That was not my point.
That was me.
I'm just hating on real talk.
Because you know why? Because real talk got me tight. Because real talk got me tight. Because he gonna tell me, Steph can only play good in stretches. He just had a really bad stretch in December. He's been good for the majority of the season, bro.
Doug, Mars, and the cat in that Tommy Hilfiger hoodie. I'd like to say thank you. You guys have corrected my statement. I was wrong with my previous take about Brunson being better than Steph. I'm just saying it can be an argument. Let's just leave it at that. Let's move on.
I'll give you it can be an argument that he's playing in a similar thing to Curry.
All I'm saying is he stepped up to the challenge, and to me, it's reminding me of a guy like Steph. That's all I'm saying. He's not as good. He's not the best, but he's stepping up.
To winning, so he's definitely doing it.
That's all I'm saying. So
thank you guys. Never a day in my life said Jalen Brunson is better than Steph Curry. What did
you talking about? Steph not playing good and he can only play good in stretches. You said that in a group chat. That's a lie, sir. He just played really bad in stretches.
I said Jalen Brunson is better than him. I'll tell you what I said. I said that Steph Curry, because of the age he's gotten to, obviously, can probably not string together an entire season like 2016 anymore. That is what I was meaning in that text.
2016.
Who can, bro? What the
I'm not
because Mark, correct me. Wait. Mark, correct me if I'm wrong, because I remember this.
17 or 28.
Watch this. No, Mars, correct me if I'm wrong, because I remember this vividly. Wasn't wasn't Stephen Curry in 2021 one of his best seasons in his career?
2021
That's
Stephen Curry
exactly
was
what I just
struggling
said.
in the month
2021.
of struggling in the month of January.
No, he always
2020.
struggles in the winter, Doug. Always struggles in the winter.
2021 Curry was
Okay,
Always.
so
But I was
Post Thanksgiving and like Christmas time.
Yeah, after that.
Steph
Right
Curry's not an
before
NBA.
the butt injury.
so really, Steph, to me, you guys talking about Stephen Curry regressing. How the fuck is he regressing if this is something he's been
I'm gonna
doing
give you an
for his whole
example.
entire life?
I'm about to give you an example.
You know why?
So let me.
It's
So
because
wait,
of
wait,
Steph.
stop. Wait, Bob. Wait, stop.
Y'all gonna lie about Steph and
Wait,
say he's
stop,
regressing,
stop,
and I don't
stop,
even like Steph, but y'all disrespecting that man.
Stop. I'm about to give you the example that me and Lo were talking about, since you want to be nasty and bring it up. What I'm saying is that let's look at 2022. 2022, his regular season was not up to Steph Curry levels, but then in the playoffs, and then specifically in the finals, he was able to still reach that level of play. Nobody is saying that Steph Curry can't still reach that level of play, Dub. What I was saying is that he cannot sustain it anymore like he can at a younger age, and I'm not blaming him for that.
And my point is this. Because when I said that Stephen Curry was better than JT, Lo was like, oh, he's not better than him this year. Now, I don't know where you stand on that, but let me ask you this. Where did you have Stephen Curry ranked in 2022? Where did you have him ranked last season when the season ended? Where did you have him ranked?
2022.
And
after the 2021 season?
2022. No. 2022 after he won the chip, and then the season after that. Where was Stephen Curry ranked for you?
I had him high because I know he won the chip.
Top 5, right?
Yeah, he won the chip.
He's always been top 5.
Is he top 5 right now for you?
Yes, I don't care. To me, he's
No,
top.
real talk.
In my players list, yes, he's still top 5.
Okay, that's fine. My whole point is, mainly with Lo.
Top 5 point guards or players?
Hold on. My whole thing is mainly with Lo because I thought you agreed with him. My whole thing is with Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry, to me, if you thought he was a top 3, top 5 player, those years right there, even when he was struggling way more in the regular season than he is this year, there's no reason to doubt that he's still that caliber of player right here, right now. There's no way. There's no way at all.
He's literally.
What if I just think other players have gotten better?
If you want to say that argument, like Luka, like Embiid, that's fine.
Correct.
But he's still right there at that 5 spot if you're putting those guys over him. Because I don't think.
Hold on. Wait.
Are you going to put Shea over him, Mars?
No.
Shea doesn't have enough.
needs a playoff series.
Those are the only two people that I could be like, okay, because they've gotten better, I could entertain it.
Wait, hold on. What are we going off of when we ranking these players?
If Shea has a good playoff run, it is a discussion.
No,
it is a discussion if he
has
a good playoff.
Shea needs that whistle to translate to the playoffs.
Cut that out.
So we about to act like if Shea don't average 30 plus on good efficiency for a playoff run, they make the Western Conference Finals. It's not a discussion between him and
I thought you're not a wins and losses guy, sir.
I mean, if the only thing holding you back from saying Shea's better than Steph is the fact you haven't seen him in the playoffs, then I mean, yeah, I guess.
I'm not saying bet, but I'm saying it is a legit argument. That's what I'm saying. If Shea has a great playoff run, and then heading into next season, while Steph then will be another year older. These guys are still playing the league at this late of age. To me, I think
they can drop off at any moment. Like
exactly.
They can. That's fine.
So to me, I am grading them on a year-to-year basis. LeBron, KD, Steph, all these players that are 35 plus, just expecting them expecting them to just, they're going to maintain this level of play is an unrealistic expectation. So to me, they have to prove themselves every single year, especially compared to these young players entering their prime.
That's a good point.
To be better than them. That's what I'm saying.
So the only counter I have to that, we're seeing a day and age right now where these players are able to sustain it. So I feel as if until I see them fall off, like dramatically, that's the only time when I'm gonna be like, okay, or they have a serious injury like James Harden after he hurt his hammy. Unless any of those things happen, that's the only time where I'll be like, all right, they're not capable anymore. Besides that, bro, they have shown me no evidence. They have shown me no evidence to see here that they're gonna fall off. And the fact that they're still playing this great, bro, I mean, I just can't sit here and grade it like that because they need to show me that fall off first before I sit here and say that.
You don't think Steph has been worse than last year?
So LeBron's still top 5 to you, dude?
I'm about to say, what's
LeBron is top 10,
bro?
Bro,
LeBron
as
LeBron has
a,
gotten
as a,
worse. We
as
don't
a
have to lie
Steph
about
fan,
that,
as
bro.
a Steph fan, he's literally been worse. You can say that from last year, but the amount of the extent y'all be trying to push to
I'm
just
not
have
saying like
different
I
takes
haven't talked
And the
about
fact
it.
and the fact that y'all not including the makeup of the team to why he is
Exactly.
struggling doesn't make sense to
Do
me
you
at
see?
all.
There's
Like
Corey
it's
Joseph playing
bro,
rotation
they have
minutes.
I
Corey
swear,
Joseph.
without Steph, that team is worse than the Pistons.
Okay. So if
The
that's the case,
fuck?
is Kevin Durant top 5? If that's the case,
KD?
There's
Have
only
KD
5
up there.
spots in the
He's
top
up there.
5. How many people
Yeah,
are not
like,
getting
Yeah,
it?
you
I'm
have
just
Luka.
asking. I need to
Because
know
to
because
Mars's point, there's guys
Five
who
is
Luka, Luka, Jokic, and Giannis are like already in there. Like, there's no
Yeah.
argument.
You
Okay,
got
yeah,
Jay,
I agree.
Embiid
But
is
there's
as
only,
well.
and then
And
the only
Embiid.
reason Embiid wouldn't be there is because of health. But there's still
Yeah.
only 2 spots left. So
Okay,
like,
who are your next two?
Embiid and Shea.
Embiid and Steph.
Embiid and shit.
Why would Steph be over
Embiid and
KD in your
Steph.
opinion?
I
Because
like
Steph is better
Shea.
basketball player than KD.
Yo, Shea.
Look.
Hey,
Y'all just
Shea
hold
got
on.
his-
Dub just brought up a
guys.
fact. Dub just brought up a
KD.
point about his team.
Mars,
But
I'm
KD
telling
was
you
playing
now,
with a hurt team for dumb long, and then we're winning games.
they
And he's not
set
better
it
than
up
him.
straight for
Bro,
slander,
you're talking
bro.
to the wrong guy. I was bigging up KD even last year. What are you talking
But
about?
no,
I
I'm
still
not saying
called
it
him top
against
5.
you. I'm saying the fact that you brought up Steph Curry's team.
Because they suck.
Yeah, bro, I'm
But
keeping
when
it.
KD team sucked, they were winning, and y'all didn't give him no credit for that. So how is Steph still better than him?
Like I said, wait, stop.
That don't make no
That
sense.
you cannot bring that up with them. You are talking to
That's
a
where I
guy.
am. I'm talking to them.
Talk to because I am a
I mean,
guy.
I gave KD his credit. I don't know.
I gave KD all of his credit, but I have to be consistent with KD and Steph. Steph is on a terrible crew right now, and he's the only reason that crew really is able to string along any games because of how good he is. And the fact that there's games where he does look like he's struggling in. I'm not going to look at it as an indictment on Steph. The team is worse than the Pistons if he's not there. I swear they're not getting more than.
And this is the third hater, by the way.
With that being said, he's still not better than KD this year.
Wait. What was your point? Wait, can I ask him though? What was your point of asking the KD question? I'm confused.
What?
That y'all don't put the context in, like we're putting in the context for Steph and wasn't putting in the context for KD. When he was struggling against the Denver Nuggets.
Even then, too, though, Steph has had bad games.
Denver
Steph has had
Nuggets,
bad
I
games
mean,
and
those
still
were
equated
bad
to them winning because of his impact. So I don't really
What are
understand.
you talking about when KD was where? When KD was where?
Last year, because he was in Brooklyn. I think that's when they were talking about.
No. I was talking about this year, towards the
Oh,
beginning of the year when Bradley Beal and Devin Booker wasn't playing.
I gave him that leeway.
You think
He was
so?
out
You
there
think
with
that
Drew
Brooklyn?
Eubanks, bro. I gave him credit, bro.
You think that Brooklyn team isn't worse than this Warriors team?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
I was talking about earlier this year with the Suns. I'm not
He's talking about the Suns without Devin
I'm
Booker.
talking about the Suns without Devin Booker and Bradley Beal.
I'm not gonna lie, but that team, I think that
How bad do you think the Warriors
that team is probably because remember Draymond Green hasn't been in the lineup too.
Draymond Green hasn't been in the lineup.
So I think the Suns crew is still probably better than them. I'm not gonna hold you.
And even then, they
Klay Thompson has been in the lineup, and you know he's the next.
Who do they have? Grayson Allen.
Klay Thompson being in the lineup.
Wait, Dub. Then
Clay's so bad this year. I
is
can't
this team
defend
worse
him
than
this year.
2021?
2021.
Oh, wait, 2021 with Wiseman or without Wiseman?
Shut up.
That's two different teams. That's a genuine question.
With
2021 with Wiseman is one of the worst Warriors teams I've seen.
Without
This team is worse. This team is worse than that.
Without Oubre.
With Wiseman, no way. They're not worse
Oubre
than
was
with
also
Wiseman.
out. Oubre was also out.
I'm sorry, Mars.
Wiseman was out.
No. This team is worse. This team
Go
is
watch
worse.
the 2021 Warriors with Wiseman.
They were bad, bro. They
were really bad. And
This team is worse.
And somehow took them to the 8th seed.
This team is
Mars,
far
we have
worse.
Dario Saric at the 5, bro. Dario Saric at the 5, man.
They have James Wiseman at the 5.
It's over. Regardless.
I'm not here. No. Because you got
This team ain't that
CP3
bad,
that's in and out of the lineup. You got Dre that barely plays there. You got Kuminga whenever
Chris Paul plays.
I think it was like a month ago. He's been out for like 3-4 weeks now.
January?
This
He
team is
hasn't played in January.
This
He
team
hasn't
was,
played in
and like I
January.
said,
played,
this team is far worse. This team is far worse. This team is far worse than what they had in 2021.
Hey,
It's
Dub
far
and
worse.
Mars, can I ask y'all a quick question about Low? He made fun of me. Low made fun of me because I was talking about AI and AI trying hard. He's like, "Oh, I'm not going to give him an award for trying hard." But yet and still, he won't come up here and defend Mamba mentality. Won't explain how a guard who's 6'6" with standard built basically everything, not high in athleticism, was able to compete and become
Somebody's
one of
been
the best
watching Gilbert
championships.
Arenas.
Yeah, no. I'm just going off of anything. You can say what you want, but Kobe's hard work ethic is what made him what he is. So you can say I'm copying off of Gilbert Arenas, but this is the point. Mamba mentality worked for Kobe, but obviously because he didn't win, he's gonna say I'm not gonna give him an award for trying. That's my whole
Mars,
case.
my bad, Mars. I'm looking at this 2021 crew, bro.
It was
Even
bad,
Richard.
bro. That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
No, this crew is way
I don't
worse.
see how that. I don't see how that applies to AI.
Dub,
Yeah,
Brad
No,
that was
what I'm saying is
Brad Wanamaker, Dub. Brad Wanamaker.
No, you at least you had some guys like wait. Let me double check.
Was that like
at least you had some guys like Kelly Oubre on the squad and Wiggins, who was way better than he is this year. Wiggins just sit here and forgot how to play basketball. It's crazy.
Wiggins ass.
Oh, Dub. Pull off the bench.
Wiggins been playing
I
better
don't
ever
think
since
Wiggins is
Kuminga
actually
started
this
getting
bad.
more
I'll
minutes.
take Wiggins on my team.
At least you had some. At least Damian Lee was not that bad off the bench, bro. They don't even have that. They don't even have that.
Dub, you're being unfair to
Eric Pascal
Eric
minutes are
Pascal
actually
was-
kind of
Eric
bad.
Pascal
He wasn't bad. He
wasn't bad. Like, who do they have now, bro?
Nico Manion.
You got Andrew Wiggins that don't know how to play basketball anymol, bro.
Wiggins has been hooping lately. Don't do that.
For 3 games, real talk. 3 games, bro.
Chris
Kuminga
Paul
been
hasn't been
hooping.
there.
Kuminga
Chris
been
Paul
hooping.
hasn't been there.
Has Pods
Like,
not been
come
better
on,
than
bro.
anybody you're saying?
Draymond is
No.
back. Don't do that.
No, he wasn't better than Jordan Poole. Wasn't
Pods
bad.
in 2021, Jordan Poole?
Like, yo, y'all gotta stop. Like, I'm not saying that these guys were great. This crew is just that fucking bad. The fact that they don't even have guys of that caliber.
No,
Like,
so
who do y'all think
hold
scores
on.
our
No,
points?
no.
Like, who do y'all name me who's the players on the team? How about y'all do that? Who's the players on the team?
Who do you think plays rotational minutes on my bench?
Seriously, you only
Respect
got
Corey
Pods.
Joseph minutes. Respect
Corey Joseph in 2024.
Shut up about like, come on, bro. Cut that nonsense out. You don't even have good rotational players, bro.
It's terrible.
Like, what are we talking about? We're gonna cook Steph because his crew sucks.
Wait, Dub.
What the hell are we talking about?
Let me say something.
I honestly don't think this team is.
I don't. That's what I'm about to say. I don't think it was that.
It is.
Y'all don't watch. If y'all don't think it's this bad, y'all not watching, bro.
It's bad and
I do watch him. I think Steve Kerr has held the team back.
Yeah, it's
But
bad.
I don't think that the
Wait,
the
let me-
personnel is that terrible
Real
on
talk,
this
real
team.
talk.
bro. I
Let
don't.
me answer to that
It
point.
is.
It's easy. It's really easy to say Steve
It's
Kerr
not
holds
the
them back.
same.
Wait. He holds them back in situations, but literally, like, what do you do in a situation where you're meant to fail? Like, anything he puts out there, it's not what like people think. Oh, just put this person in this lineup. Oh, like that's all that was holding us back. Like that's not how shit works. The roster.
Kaminga had to go to the public to get minutes, and
But-
now he's
but-
getting minutes and he's
but-
producing. Why has he been on the bench the whole
You
time?
weren't watching those Kaminga games before, so you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. But
let me.
But you feel me? Let me
How do
finish.
players play when they don't get
Let
consistent
me finish.
minutes?
When the roster is poorly constructed, where you have people playing out of position, real talk, you're not going to succeed no matter what. You're trying to
Like
literally
Steph Curry
put
playing
players-
out of position.
Yes, that's what Steve Kerr does. He plays players out of position, and his roster is literally meant. His roster is literally poorly misconstructed. The way Steve Kerr wants to play and the way the roster is constructed are different. So whatever he puts out there is going to fail regardless. So putting Jonathan Kuminga out there, yeah, that could solve a bunch of problems, but he was also tanking lineups too. Like
Draymond Green being suspended for 12 games also really hurt the team as well.
Yeah, obviously, but that doesn't mean
that's
that doesn't
why,
mean,
and that's a part of the reason why this crew is so bad.
Exactly, and that doesn't
What do
mean
you
the
mean
roster.
so bad, bro? I'm not gonna lie.
No, but
watching
Doug, when you're-
Draymond Green, watching Draymond Green this year, specifically to this team, I have a good healthy respect for Draymond Green this
He's
year.
always been
I'm
like
not even
this,
gonna
bro.
lie.
He's just hitting
How effective
the
and how
homework.
dramatically they play and how much better they are when Draymond Green is on the court
So
compared to when he's not on the court.
So in
is
2021,
dramatic.
so in 2021, they had a guy in there in Draymond Green there. That helps my point. How 2021 is still way better than this crew right here.
Way
which
better,
is sad.
Dub,
It's
like-
sad.
Like this, the amount of like.
Wait,
actual-
you guys actually think 21 is better than this?
No, and I'm trying to explain to them like
That's what Dub thinks.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
For team performance,
I
at
don't
least,
think you realize how
because
bad
we also
21
had
was.
Steph on just a fucking tear.
Steph was
Steph
on a
was better.
tear.
Steph was better than 21.
Actually,
Steph was
no,
better than
Steph
21.
was killing teams by
Are we talking about the same 21 team?
Dub, I do.
Eric Pascal, like all
I
of
do
yeah,
see-
they were not good,
Dub,
bro. Like,
Michael
think
Mulder, like, did you guys not see that team?
Yeah,
Who do they have now?
What? Toscano playing 20 minutes?
Who do they have now, Morse?
I should have never
Better
said
than
that
Michael.
about Steph.
No, where's
Damn.
Michael Mulder right now?
No, bro.
Michael
no.
Mulder. Oh no.
I did not know Steph had this.
Where's
many
Michael
performances.
Mulder
bro.
right now?
Bro. Stop. Because if we're gonna be this
stung.
You get Dub's
this
point though,
team
Mars.
is trash.
No.
You have Andrew Wiggins that don't play basketball.
Dub,
At
I'm
least you
with-
have some
look,
good
I'm with
rotational
you on
pieces
this team
there.
being bad.
Bad.
It's worse than
2021 was
2021.
Criminal.
No. This is criminal. This is far more criminal than
Can we
2021.
agree that
Because
both
at least you had guys that can play fucking defense. At least Wiggins wasn't sitting here a shut.
Toscano was
Mars.
playing 20 minutes, dog.
You have Andrew
Kent
Wiggins who
Bazemore
forgot how
did it,
to play
bro. I don't
basketball,
forget, bro.
Mars.
Kent
They
Bazemore
have
did it.
Juan Toscano.
Stop. What the hell, bro? What are you talking about?
Because because
Mark Chris minutes.
Juan Toscano was
bad,
playing for them.
One player does not sit here and just drastically change how those.
One player doesn't change.
Stephen Curry.
Mars,
Stephen Curry.
when you have Steph, having Steph, Wiggins, and Draymond right there, actually playing some good basketball on the crew. Guess what? You can have a Juan Toscano Anderson out there playing 20 minutes because at least those guys can make some things up. They don't have nothing on the crew right here to make up the bad play that they have on their team right now, bro.
Jonathan Kuminga.
Brandon
You said what? Clay Thompson. Bro, Clay Thompson is a shell of himself.
2024 Clay Thompson or Juan Toscano?
He's better than what the 21 Warriors had.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
B-Pod is the
Dude,
better.
Kent
Outside of,
Bazemore-
okay.
Kent
Oh, wait.
Bazemore playing
Outside of
Dub.
Draymond Green and Andrew Wiggins, Klay Thompson is the next best thing that any of
Jordan
these
Poole
teams
was a
have.
good rotational guy for them.
He was good. He was good.
Jordan Poole was a good rotational guy. Kelly Oubre was a good
Started
rotational.
that season in the G.
You
No,
said
he's
what?
talking about- yeah, he started-
21.
Jordan Poole started that year in the G.
He started as.
He was still a good rotational piece for those guys. Morris, what
He
the
wasn't
fuck?
even there the whole time.
He was there for 50 games. What does that mean? He still played 50 games.
You just argued
Huh?
to argue.
He's
because
not
you're
better than
no.
B-Pods. He's not better than B-Pods right now.
Hey, oh my, it's the collection of guys that they have.
Dub, tell him your point, Dub. Wait, to Dub's point, too, the league
You're
also
telling me
in
a
that
team that was
2021.
playing Eric Pascal, James Wiseman, Juan
Marquise
Toscano,
Chris.
and Damian Lee is serious.
No,
So
but the
Mars,
league is also.
Mars,
To be honest,
oh
I'm
my
surprised
God.
this conversation lasted.
It's
this
like you're
long.
not.
This is
It's
what
like
I'm
you're.
saying. This
It's
is
like
what
y'all
I'm
not.
saying. I
It's
should
not
have
like.
never
It's
said
like
that.
y'all not listening.
Hey, sir.
Nobody
That team that
said.
had Brad Wanamaker.
Yeah,
Bro,
I did.
it's
yeah,
not. It's like y'all not listening. Nobody's saying this crew was
Jordan
good.
Bell was on
I'm
that team.
saying
I forgot.
that bad
That was the
crew
last
right
year.
there. I'm saying that bad crew right there is still better than what the hell
But
they're putting
Doug,
out before now.
But that
we disagree with
We're
you.
agreeing with you because
Bro, when you have
no,
Wiggins,
no, no,
I'm
relax,
sorry.
relax.
We're
When you-
disagreeing.
no, no,
Wait, relax.
when you
Let me
have
just get
Wiggins,
this off real quick.
when you have
I
no.
just-
When you have
Go ahead.
Wiggins out here that's forgetting how to
That's
play
Dub.
basketball. When we talk about Draymond, when we talk no, stop. When you talk about Draymond Green, who's so crucial for that defense, and even being the what do you call it? The passer for that crew, not being there. Yes, what they had in
Draymond missed
2020
games in 21 too. Like
he played
Stop arguing
63.
with Doug.
He played
Just let
63
him finish.
games that year. He's only played 20 now.
Doug.
Not having those guys right there playing basketball and being there, or Andrew Wiggins actually being good, is far worse to deal with than what they got when they had going back in 2021, bro.
Doug,
Those guys
we
were
agree
cool.
with you. Doug, relax. We agree with you because I even came on here and apologized to 3 of y'all and said, I'm sorry for going against Lord Wardell Stephen Curry, the grandmaster that he is. I did not know he was this type of a dude, and I apologized 20 minutes ago. The reason why they're arguing with you, Dub, is because they're trying to piss you off. That's why I said you already won,
No,
dog.
we
Don't
don't
argue
agree.
with stupidity, dog, because you won this
Yapping
already,
right
dog.
now. We
Let
don't
me
agree with that.
because they're feeding into it. No, because I was the
That's
one
not
that
what they're
said
doing.
Brunson. I was the one that said Brunson was better than
talking about
Steph.
Brunson.
I was the one that brought it up. I'm the one that he was
we're not
talking
talking
to.
about
So
Brunson.
he
We're
made
talking
his
about
point to me.
We're not even talking about
Yo,
no
bro,
more.
bro's
Talking
like
about
30
Is he
minutes
20 minutes
behind.
delayed? Is he 20 minutes delayed?
He's 30 minutes behind, bro.
He might be.
Yeah, he might be.
We talking about the 21 Warriors versus the 24 Warriors.
Cowboy Bob.
Like having no guy. Listen, you were talking about the spacing was cooked.
I'm with you defensively.
You're having a guy. You're having a guy in Draymond not being there. So now the defense is literally 22nd in the league, and a guy who could also be a ball handler for Steph, where he could work some more off ball back in 2021. And having Wiggins out there, where back then he wasn't this bad offensively. I think Steph would rather have to deal with the crew in 2021, where of course you have guys like Juan Toscano and guys like James Wiseman. I think he will probably feel more comfortable dealing with that crew than this crew right here.
Let me ask Dub a question. Let me ask Dub a question. No, hold on, wait.
At that time, they contributed to a win. That's what Dub is saying. They contributed to the winning. So they've done more because they contribute to a championship.
They're talking about level of impact. Y'all the same people that talk about Draymond Green's impact. And the fact that he's not being able to play games here means nothing.
I'm with you on the defensive side. If you want to say this team is worse defensively,
you don't think Draymond's helping him
offensively? No. Offensively, no.
Offensively, they're both cooked. They're both cooked.
Offensively, the 21 Warriors is substantially worse.
But
yes,
no. Draymond, for Stephen Curry not having a Draymond there to help him out. At least
the only reason the 21 Warriors weren't the worst offense we've ever seen is because of Steph Curry.
That's fine. I agree with you. But my point is, not having a guy in Draymond Green being there helps him out a bit, to the point where he don't have to be doing so much now, so he can work some more off ball.
Dub, can I ask you something? Let me ask you a question. If Draymond Green finishes the rest of the season and doesn't miss, let's say, more than 5 games the rest of the season, so that means he has Draymond even still for what, 60 plus games.
As long as he stays in the lineup.
Hold on. If Andrew Wiggins plays closer to what he's recently playing the rest of the season than what he started the season playing like, and if Kuminga can somewhat sustain, he's not going to average 25.
If
Kuminga's around 17, 18, you're getting what you're getting from B-Pods. Because I know we're at the halfway point. But if we conclude the season like that, are you still
the opinion can change? I'm going off of what's going on right now.
Missed time, but of course
why are we not just judging the Warriors? The season was 72 games, right? In 21.
I think
so. Why are we not judging them after 39 games? Same point of the season.
You talked about James Wiseman lineup. I still think this crew is better than what the fuck they had. I mean, it's not better than what they had back then.
Then you're smoking.
It's no getting through. So
you're on drugs.
Dub, you're arguing with
it's
Wiseman?
Not just offense.
The Warriors were better with Wiseman.
Even with James Wiseman being there, I still think this crew is better. I mean, that crew is better than what they have now. Because Draymond Green's not. Yeah, Draymond Green's not being able to play games like that matters a lot.
So that's also to your.
Well, if he finishes the season, then
I said that opinion can change. I'm talking about right now.
So then, okay. So, but I'm saying for all of this to be going on, does that not put your argument into your own detriment? Because if all of these things are going on and going wrong, once everything is situated through, that means that they can be playing better than anything that 21 teams muster up.
I'm saying the opinion. I already admitted to the fact that opinion can change. But since we're talking about it now, what Steph has been going through now, and now people are telling me that he's fucking regressed, I'm telling you that you're tripping, because this crew, even back in 2021, I still think this crew is worse at this moment in time than that crew back then. Offensive, like defensively.
I think most people are saying he regressed regardless of his teammates. As an individual player, his defense got worse. As an individual player, his playmaking actually, I don't know how his playmaking got worse, but like that makes him regress.
So Draymond's not there to help him.
No. Regardless, we're just from an individual standpoint. Regardless, regardless, and Dub, you have to understand this. Regardless of teammates, Steph played better with worse pass or just worse pass. That's what we're trying to tell you. That's why I'm saying
having a guy like Draymond being there for him, so he could run some more off ball, that helps him out a lot.
What does that do with defense, Dub? Passing or playmaking. What's that do with that?
We're talking about because we're talking about passing and playmaking.
No, we're talking about Steph as an individual player. That's what we're talking about.
Yes, I'm talking about those glaring issues that we're seeing now. These are issues. These are issues that he's had.
I think Steph had the ball more in 21 than he has
than
this
he did
year.
in 20 this year. Exactly.
By far.
But also,
like I don't know. Someone can fact check. I'm trying to watch the
playbacks. Can we also admit how much more competitive the West is this year than
Steph
21?
had the ball in his hands a bunch in 21.
That's true, but having Draymond Green there helps him out though. The gain of rhythm.
No,
You're asking him to do something.
But I think he's been off ball more this year without Draymond than he was in 21 with Draymond.
Yeah, and he don't got guys that can consistently find him.
Yeah, Chris Paul for 30 games.
Can we also admit that the West is also more competitive now than it is in 21?
Like, that has nothing to do with Steph Curry as an individual player.
That's true. But it's harder for the Warriors to be a higher seed now because
than it is in 21.
Yeah,
we don't even know he touches the 8th seed.
What was the Warriors' records after like 39 games in 21?
It was like either 500 or a little negative.
Or a little bit negative, which is what they are now. They're a few games away from being
positive. But the whole argument made no sense because y'all get Dub's point. Both teams fucking suck. Y'all shouldn't be trying to change your whole basis on the players based off of.
No, but I think he's worse than he was in 21.
No, he is.
They were 19. Oh yeah, that's fine.
19 and 20.
That's peak.
So Mars, if you're worse, what is it called?
19
Correct. Okay, thank you.
Well, let someone else say it. Digression. Depends how you use it.
But also, I'm talking about
19 and 17.
It is okay that players regress as they age. It is okay. It's not disrespectful. They're still a great player.
Unless you're LeBron
It's just
James.
20 and 19. 20 and 19.
Okay, Steph's time of possession.
They were above 500.
2021.
Above 500 with James Wiseman. Hey, he's.
What are they now? 20 and
24.
20 and 24.
Y'all cooked.
Steph's time of possession in 2021 was 5.8.
Y'all cooked.
This year is 5.4.
There was above 500.
Oh, Steph did have the ball in his hands more in 21. Yeah,
21.
Slightly more.
I was right.
Yeah.
No, he definitely had more in 21.
Yeah, we did.
I remember Dame was talking about it in 21, like, oh, he's not gonna be able to do as all the off-ball shenanigans, and then proceeded to drop 62.
Oh yeah, that was I remember that. That was early in the season,
with him on the ball. So that doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, Dame's a chatter. Yeah, Dub, I'll still thank you for cooking real talk and all them today, but I'll never forgive you for those Dame takes, man.
That's fine.
Oh, the bad days.
The bad days.
Dub, you know what? You know what your ticket? Watch the 07 finals.
Mars, are you using the whole season or the time
I'm
frame?
looking at it on my phone.
I'm using the James Wiseman team.
The James Wiseman team.
Yeah.
You don't think Draymond Green being there helps out a lot?
No,
he does.
No, Dub, I don't think you know how bad James Wiseman was.
No, James Wiseman was actually terrible.
It was
trolling aside. Like people know how bad I think James Wiseman is. I'm sure I can find numbers to prove the point.
So bad,
that team is terrible when he's on the floor.
Mars, I saw a clip this season against I forgot which team it was, but I remember James Wiseman got a rebound and I think he passed it to Ivy on the wing and then proceeded to set a screen on baseline. Like there was no.
It was against my team. I seen it. Don't worry, it was against my team.
That's what it was. I saw that. I was like, no way. We think that he is like a competent player. That was so.
I watched it happen against my team.
That
he
was
set a
so
screen to the
bad.
baseline against the Rockets. I was like,
okay, okay. How about we meet? How about we meet in the middle here, right?
Compromise. Okay.
Relative to the league.
Okay.
This crew's worse than 2021.
That's what I was trying to say, Dub. That's what
Is that fair? Is that fair?
No.
Sure.
Okay. We just gonna agree. Just move on. We just gonna agree. Just move on.
Y'all still disagree? Y'all still disagree with that?
No, we agree to move on. We agree to move on.
Okay, we're fine with that. We're fine with that.
The league was.
We agree to move on.
Okay, so relative to the league, maybe I should have started out with that. My bad.
Was bad.
I think so. It would have landed.
Okay, because y'all do have a good point. Y'all do have a good point. The crew right now, I mean, the league right now is far better than what it was back then.
But it also has better personnel than what it
2021.
That is true. That is true. I agree. Okay, I'm sorry. We spent half an hour doing it. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I apologize.
Whatever.
Relative, my bad. Mars, read off some super chats, man.
Oh man, you taking away from me watching my stream. Paul said sorry. The Nets are trying to trade for Mitchell. Mitchell didn't sign the extension, and the Cavs people think he still wants to go to NYC or Miami. So that's why the Rockets think the picks aren't going to have as much money.
Okay,
If
that makes
Ben was
sense.
just healthy, all of this would be squashed. Like nobody would have to be traded nowhere. I think the Nets team is so much better with Ben.
Facts, but I need that pick. Do you think we're setting ourselves up for disappointment as Knicks fans? I think we're amazing, but people saying finals run have lost their minds. Yes.
Cool second
Yeah,
round.
Go
we're
New
good.
York, go New York,
Yo,
go.
go New York. We're good. We got this. We're gonna make a
Yeah,
playoff run for the Eastern
they
Conference.
got that.
For us
Finals
versus Boston.
Y'all seen the conference finals, but cool.
My sources are telling me that the Rockets traded Jalen Green because Ime slept with Jalen Green's girl. Well, she is pregnant.
Oh,
she is pregnant.
That is a
yo,
lie.
y'all are
Don't believe that.
disgusting.
She is pregnant.
Wow.
So I mean, hey, who knows?
Wow.
And then
She
Hans
is
said, "How
closer
can
to
I
Ime
say Steph
age,
is better
though,
than
than
KD when
Jalen.
KD's probably been better offensively while being twice as good of a defender?" Because I hate KD and I'm a Steph Glazer.
Facts.
Wow, at least you admitted it.
Exactly.
Mars, we can end it now. I actually want to watch the ticket. I'm not gonna hold you.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
killing-
go
he's
over to
killing
playback
Boston.
where
now.
go over to playback where Ticket right now is watching the 2007 finals and talking about how if LeBron James
so
played better, they
nasty.
would have won.
That's
So,
another
yeah,
guy who
go
ducked
over
you
there,
off.
watch that.
Bro,
Tickets
LeBron,
are
LeBron James
Hey.
right now is 0 for 4.
Grab your merch, become a member. Salute to y'all, man. Like the video.
Me and
Go,
Doug will be
go,
on
New
playback
York, go.
after Ticket watching the Houston and Toronto game.
Yes, we will.
Mhm.
Tune
Bye,
in next
everybody.
week, brother. Y'all be
Have
easy.
a good one. Be
y'all
easy.
be easy.
Merry
Y'all be
Christmas.
easy.